Anybody remember Atari? You know, the gaming company that pretty much started video games as a mainstream hobby? Well, they are embarrassing now. I don't know if any of you ever keep up, because I know you don't hear about them, because they don't really do anything, and when they do, it's a catastrophic failure from all that I can find. But the most recent thing that they're peddling is an Atari hotel, which is apparently some kind of licensed partnership with some developers where they're going to be making a gamer hotel, and they used an AI video to showcase it. It is a blatant, obvious, fake thing that even as a concept piece, I think kind of falls flat on its tits, where it basically wants to be an all-encompassing gamer utopia where you have RGB rooms and you have an esports venue, a concert venue, a sports venue where you can bet on sports and watch the big games, and arcade cabinets out the wazoo. And they have this AI-generated video that probably took them like 45 seconds to make to show all of this. And my god, does it look like shit. Everything about it is terrible, but the most shameless part is they're using this as a pitch piece to try and get every Joe Schmo out there that happens to stumble across it to give them $500 as an investment so they can be an investor in Atari hotels. And they have it structured like a Kickstarter thing where you can go all the way up to like $50,000 where you give them 50 grand and you get a brick. It's so fucking stupid. This company has to have one of the hardest fall-offs in corporate history. Like, at least Blockbuster, when it fell off, it had the dignity of dying with its boots on. Atari has just existed in a pitiful state for decades now. And despite not doing anything like meaningful for decades, their brand is still extraordinarily recognizable. That's how big they used to be. Yet they can't do anything good with it. So now they have this shit slapped on there for a hotel project that I think absolutely is dead on arrival and will crash and burn if they ever even get it off the ground. To be e-begging as Atari hotels is so laughable. See, in the latest gaming scam, the Atari Hotel. They have Atari Hotels Official. We're building someone no one else has, the world's first Atari Hotel. This sounds familiar.
Something bold is rising in downtown Phoenix.
You love to hear the immediate AI voiceover. Very cool. That inspires confidence. Atari Hotels launches regulation offering inviting fans and community to own a piece of the future of hospitality. Well, maybe I was too quick to judge. Maybe this is awesome.
The world's first Atari Hotel.
Can't even say the name
for
right.
As little as $500. Set in the heart of the city's arts and entertainment district, where culture, nightlife, and creativity collide. Rising at the intersection of Roosevelt and Central, with a walk score of 95, this will become the pulse of downtown. Picture yourself on our rooftop pool deck, surrounded by music, energy, and skyline views. Step inside, every space tells a story. An immersive playground built for gamers, dreamers, and creators.
Nice. This is already looking really cool. You had a bunch of fucking mutants in here. Nothing tells me surefire success quite like having nothing to show besides AI-generated renders. Yes, I can't wait to book my $500 stay right now. Here's an article written about it. Let's see. Atari Hotels, a first-of-its-kind immersive entertainment and hospitality venue, today announced the launch of its Regulation A Tier 2 equity offering, giving fans, gamers, and community a chance to become true owners. Yep. Throw that in the wastebasket right away. That's a load of fucking barnacles. Scam! Scam! Atari Hotels recently acquired over 1 acre of land in Phoenix's arts and entertainment district, Roosevelt Row, seeking between $35 to $40 million to fund the development of its flagship location. How is it reimagining hospitality for modern gaming, pop culture, and sports? What is it doing? Adding RGB? Is that it? That's how they're reimagining it? Does it say?
An entertainment experience like no other. Your ultimate all-in-one destination.
How is it like no other?
Recharge
Tell
in
me.
Next-gen suites, where comfort meets the latest in gaming and streaming tech. Catch every moment in our
Whoa!
next level sportsbook and gaming lounge, where competition meets connection. From live concerts to esports battles, our 2,000
Esports battles in Atari hotels? How stupid do you think I am? Yeah, I'm sure.
1,000-plus person event center is built for unforgettable nights. Here, nostalgia collides with the future. Classic
Damn, look at this arcade! Holy shit! They got like a whole closet full of cabinets.
icons
Reimagined fun.
Be a part of it with as little as $500. You can own a piece of Atari Hotels Phoenix. Atari Hotels, play, stay, live the game. Brought to life by Intersection Development, with over $350 million of projects built right here in this neighborhood. Designed by Rack House, where architecture becomes emotion, and every space is an experience. Masterpiece designs by Top Rank Original. Design tough, built tough.
Design tough, built tough for tough gamers, god damn it. Oh. I'm investing, I have to. I'm losing money not investing in this, my god. It'll fuse nostalgia culture with futuristic technology from high-tech guest rooms and creator studios to 2,000-plus person esports and concert venues, sportsbook, and layers of immersive bars, restaurants, and shopping. With $14 million invested to date in the Phoenix project, Atari Hotels is inviting the public to join in on the next phase, a strategic decision to accelerate development while building a deeply engaged community of stakeholders. The Reg A offering provides participants with actual real estate ownership, including preferred returns and access to exclusive experiences starting at a minimum investment of $500. So they have invested $14 million and are looking for 35 to 40. Even though this is backed by apparently fucking Goliath companies here, like this, responsible for $300 million worth of developments across their resume, and the most they can fork over is $14 million here. Even if it hits the funding goal, let's say it goes like bananas, $80 million or whatever gets raised, how the fuck is it going to be anywhere near this? $80 million is not going to get you a facility like this with state-of-the-art reimagined technology rooms, a fucking immersive bars, restaurants, shopping, concert venue, and esports arena. That is so stupid. No way. No way! The second video goes over the scam in more details. This one is the same video. They just re-uploaded the same video. They did it twice. No, not that one. Oh, this one.
This AI-generated slop hotel is the epitome of marketing buzzwords, but it's apparently also really cheap to get in on. An official Atari hotel is popping up in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's pretty safe to assume the branding is completely meaningless at this point. Their juiced-up website is projecting that the cyberpunk-esque building will be done at the end of 2028, and that the whole shebang will be super walkable, convenient, and luxurious for gamers in particular on account of all the arcade cabinets and whatnot. The thing is, though, their whole promo shtick is essentially just begging you for investments on the project. In a move straight on Kickstarter.com, Atari Hotels is asking for a minimum $500 US in exchange for partial ownership of their not yet existent building, inclusion in the...
But just like Akon City, it's coming. And look at how sad all of us were that we didn't get a chance to invest in Akon City. Now we can with Atari.
Hotel's loyalty program and a personalized printable PDF of a certificate of ownership. The promo video for the hotel literally ends with these, but hey, at least you're guaranteed a physical brick with your name on it if you fork over 50 grand on the thing.
And I mean, it's a team you can at least trust. They have a combined track record of creating and structuring over $500 million in real estate deals and $4 billion in successful tech exits, blending a strong financial track record with creative execution. With deep roots in Phoenix's Roosevelt Row, including the successful launch of 15 hospitality and residential projects, this team boasts a rich understanding of the local neighborhood, which is why they're so confident in it. They only invested $14 million of their own money, but want $40 million of your money. This is a grand slam waiting to happen. It's going to be like that Willy Wonka amusement park in Scotland. The Willy Wonka experience, yeah, for hotels. Unbelievable, man. That's crazy. That's so shameless. Well, it's coming pretty soon. It's starting in 2026. We'll get to see it from the ground up. I can't wait. The people who get nostalgic about Atari are all in their 50s and probably fall for AI, so who knows. I mean, that's still kind of a stretch, though. Like, I don't think people in their 50s are going to be like, $500? Alright, I'll give it to Atari Hotels. This is exactly what I want. A place where I can watch esports events. Like,
battles.
The 50-year-old Atari fans are not going to care about the esports event space or anything like that. I don't know. I think it's just... I just don't think this has a chance of getting any real human beings to put money into it. You'd have to be a fucking beyond degenerate moron to throw $500 at this. Like, they couldn't even do the bare minimum of AI generating something that looks realistic. Like, just look at this. You can stop at any single frame, and it is just a disaster. Like, everyone's fucking face is melting. This guy's arm has fallen to the back rooms. Like, every single thing here. And they're all just like, these hills have eyes, like mutants everywhere. They're not even using, like, the newest AI videos or anything. It's whatever the cheapest, fastest shit they could churn out was. And even just as a concept, the hotel has a terrible idea. Yeah, it doesn't even have a strip club. Well, not yet. That's if you donate the $50,000 to it, you get a brick and a lap dance. And a free 1-year subscription to Sohids. Would have been better in Vegas, like a gaming casino hotel. I guess... I don't think this is a hot take. I think this should be a pretty obvious take. But the thing is, if you're trying to market to gamers for a social experience, you're fucking stupid. Like, the last people that would want a gamer hotel would be gamers. They're not gonna go. If this actually gets built... Oh, yeah. I mean, you can just stop it right there if this actually gets built. It won't. Here's what I think. I think they will start construction on something. I think whatever they end up finishing construction on will not be Atari Hotel. It won't be a gamer hotel. I think it'll end up just being another one of their endless hospitality projects, and this was just going to be a fucking failed concept. They'll just pivot. Wait to hear about the Atari's next project, Atari Airline that takes you to Atari Cruise. Genius. I know you're making a joke, but it actually is incredible to me how Atari was so early to video games. They had such a stranglehold on it, and they floundered. And now, all they coast on is their once powerful name. Despite not having any real, like, products or anything of value for the last, like, 2 decades, almost 3 decades, they still coast with this name because it's so recognizable. But they won't do the bare minimum of just trying to make good games or anything again. Like, they are just totally content to do nothing except try and cash in goodwill on the Atari name. It's crazy to me. Oh, it's the actual Atari business. As far as I can tell, this is the actual Atari business, yeah. This isn't like a knockoff or anything. This is an Atari partnership, from what I can tell, based on their website here. Though, I did just Google something that came up with a Reddit post from someone who's been looking into this. So, I'll take it with a grain of salt for now. According to this post, it's a hotel with the Atari license and branding, but totally unaffiliated with Atari. Which sounds very par for the course if that is true. Atari they probably got a cold call and an email like, hey, for like $50, can we, like, use the Atari name for a little something we're cooking up? And they're like, yes! Yes, God, please! Anything. Basically like Nickelodeon Hotel. They just use the brand and IPs, but it's actually run by Holiday Inn. God, the Nickelodeon Hotel is a classic. Oh, it's so good. these new gen scammers don't know how it was back in the day. They actually had to work to scam people. All you need now is AI. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, like, you're making a joke, but it's actually super true. You actually had to try to scam back in the day. Now, AI does it for you. It's such a shame. There had to be some level of intelligence to a scam. No longer the case. Bernie Madoff with AI would have been unstoppable. Yeah, they would have never caught his ass if he had AI in his tool bag. Yeah, so it turns out the Reddit mod meltdown on the Ring doorbell is real. I was very skeptical. I mentioned that a couple times in the video. It felt like forced, because you genuinely, like, if you asked someone to sit down with a box of crayons and said, draw me a caricature of a Reddit mod, it would spit out this guy. He's in like a pseudo trench coat with flip-flops, a Demon Slayer shirt. He even looks like the Soy Jack memes and shit and all that. I really thought that this was just like a very successful staged video. It's not. It's a very real thing, and it's actually very sad. So there's a couple of additional pieces of information that have come out. There's this video here where apparently he actually broke into the house. The claim is that the husband wasn't home and was talking to the guy through the Ring doorbell, which is what you hear in the original Freakout, but he eventually found his way in.
Where the fuck is she? Huh? Victor, you around?
So he's asking where the fuck is she? I'm assuming it's the daughter that he was talking about at the door. He starts opening these doors like it's a Scooby-Doo chase scene, like looking around. And he seems like he's in like a trance almost. Like this seems like he's having an episode of psychosis. It is what it looks like to me. And he's asking for someone named Victor. I don't know who he's looking for, maybe Victor Von Doom or something, I have no fucking clue. But he's looking for Victor and trying to locate some girl that he believes is in distress.
Victor, you around? Huh? You like raping little girls, bitch? Huh? You fucking try me, I swear to God I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me? Where the fuck is she?
So I don't know who he's talking to there. In the comments, the poster said that they know who this happened to, which is how they have this Ring footage that he had sent it to him. In the comments, apparently the wife of the homeowner was home and had like locked herself in a room to try and stay safe. And I'm guessing that's who he's talking to there. Where he says, if you try me, I'll fucking kill you. I'm assuming he's talking to the wife there. And he didn't know this guy. So this guy was, I guess, just taking a cruise through the neighborhood and then picked this house.
You okay? Are you okay here? What's going on? Where are you?
It's a little quiet, but you can hear him say, are you okay? Are you okay in here? That could be the wife he's talking to there. I'm not sure, but he was saying something like, I'll kill you to someone else, like if you try me. And then he says, are you okay in here? To someone too. I'm not sure, who he's talking to there or what that's about. But again, it feels like he's in like a state of psychosis. Eventually the homeowner does get here.
Hey! Where's she? Get the fuck out of my fucking house! You think you can fucking shot me, motherfucker? I will save that little girl, you bitch! There's no fucking... You fucking liar! I can hear her! I can fucking hear her!
So now there's a big tussle. So you can hear them scrapping. It's off camera. You can't see it, but I'm picturing like an Ed, Edd n Eddy when they start fighting all together. It's just like a big old cloud of smoke and a bunch of fists are flying. You can hear them rummaging around there, getting pugilistic. It's shaking the Ring camera. But the whole time, you can hear him saying like, where is she? That kind of thing. And then I was going to fast forward a bit. I don't know how long it lasts. But eventually, he, like, starts to de-escalate the situation, the homeowner.
Who are you talking to, bro? You are. My name's Harry Dresden. Get the fuck out of my house.
He keeps insisting his name is Harry Dredson, the professional wizard detective. So even inside the home, while presumably getting his ass beat here, he is also maintaining, I'm Harry Dredson. Maybe he, like, flashed a badge or something at him, I don't really know. But he is staying with that. They're fighting. He keeps insisting that someone needs help here, the daughter or some woman, something. And then the homeowner comes down after the scuffle with this big shovel here. A fucking massive shovel. He's got the big snow shovel out, and now he starts to defuse it.
Third room, bro. I'm telling you, get the fuck out of my house. Please. Just answer the question. Get the fuck out of my house. Answer the question, please. There's no one in there. There's 3 rooms, man. I don't know who you are. You better get the street at 1797 Co-op Drive. I don't know who you're talking about, man. Why do I hear screaming? Are you military? Yes. Okay. Can you help me out? Okay. Yes. I understand what you're going through right now. Yes. Can you step outside? Yes, sir. Thank you. Will. Thank you for asking.
So that is something that I found really interesting. He asks if he's military. He says yes. And he says, I know what you're going through. And then after he asks that question, like, his whole demeanor kind of changes, and that's when he gets him outside, and that's when you see this arrest. Like, it's not fake. This inside footage I haven't seen outside of, like, the subreddit here. It feels like it's really hard to fake, because it's definitely not AI. It is 1000% the same guy. Like, that. I think this is probably legitimate as well, but the arrest is 1000% real. So that's how he gets him outside. I don't know if he's actually military or anything, because, again, it seems like he's in a state of psychosis, so he might not even know what he just said yes to. Or maybe he really is ex-military and he is struggling with, like, PTSD or something. It's impossible to know, but he is definitely going through some kind of, like, episode here. So they fight. He de-escalates it with the snow shovel. Then everything else takes place outside. You can see the cops come in. They're checking on everything.
Fairfield Police, is anybody inside?
Fairfield Police Department.
And then outside, they take him away in cuffs.
No, or I will fucking end you. Do you understand me?
He rang the bell. The fight is on. Sounding straight out of an old Xbox Live lobby right there.
Don't move.
But yeah, they've got him out here now. And again, that's the homeowner that you can see here. He's wearing the same thing, so it's definitely the same guy. I think there's no world that this is somehow fake or staged. These aren't actor cops. These aren't like fucking strippers or anything. These are real. His police report is out there. He's facing a lot of charges. It turns out it was 1000% genuine, which I cannot believe. Me after 2 beers. well, bub. Interesting. But yeah, then they take Cobra Commander away. It was real. You can find his arrest report. He got hit with 4 felony charges for assault, deadly weapon, criminal threats with intent to terrorize, first-degree burglary, and vandalism. Yeah. I won't pull up the arrest report, but it's out there. He is looking at some very serious stuff. Like I said, from here, it really seems like he is just truly not in his right mind. I am very curious what the true story behind this guy is. Like, what actually led to this. His shit is unhinged. He did threaten to kill multiple times, and he did fight. Like, he fought the homeowner. I don't believe the wife was hurt or anything, so that's lucky. Crazy stuff, man. He's honestly lucky he didn't get shot. Like, at the door and certainly inside the house while going around, like, opening doors and slamming shit and, like, making threats, presumably at the wife that is apparently hiding in there. Like, it's lucky he didn't lose his life. He's lucky that he found this homeowner who, like, really did a master class in de-escalation, because most people aren't doing that. And even this is a really risky thing to do, because this guy absolutely could have followed through on his threats and just started shooting if he had a gun. Like, this was very dangerous and ended up working out, but that's not how it's going to play out most of the time, man. This guy would have absolutely been shot in most other places. You think other entitled Redditors would do something like this? It's not confirmed he's a Reddit mod. He looks like he was born to moderate subreddits. I don't know if he actually is one. So there's no telling. He is wearing, like, the Reddit mod cape and everything. Like, I don't think Reddit had anything to do with this. I'll tell you right now. I don't think this was a Reddit-driven experience. If it is an ex-military guy, that's just sad. It would be. That would be very sad, yeah. Again, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think he was in his right mind, so it's hard to take him at his word that he actually is ex-military. The whole thing is fucking sad, though. It's scary shit. I couldn't even imagine that kind of shit happening. That's the kind of thing you use to, like, scare kids with. Like, finish your broccoli, otherwise fucking Harry Dredson Reddit mod's gonna show up at our front door and start beating it with a doorbell string. For the last decade, Xbox has kind of been like the James Corden of gaming consoles, where it's a joke that's just sad. It doesn't make you laugh, it just makes you feel bad because Xbox used to be such a juggernaut. And it's no secret, Xbox has been struggling harder than me trying to reach something on the top shelf of my kitchen. They just have not been able to find their footing. They haven't really been flourishing in the gaming space for quite a while. And now it's looking like they're just getting put in the dirt. It looks like they're going straight to Valhalla. Phil Spencer is leaving Xbox, and he is being replaced by a new individual who has no experience in gaming whatsoever, at least nothing that is publicly available, and is basically solely AI driven, like all in on AI, which is about as exciting as getting kicked in the scrotum. This is just a recipe for disaster, especially considering most people can identify the solution to the Xbox problem. Their woes have a very glaring, obvious solve that would probably help them a lot. Most people can pin the tail on this donkey. Can you guess it? I'll hit you with the Door of the Explorer. More games. There was a time when Microsoft shut down more studios than games they released in the first half of 2024. Microsoft has become more known for shutting down studios than they have releasing games. So the Xbox problem is no games. How do you solve that? Games. Like, there's just no reason to own an Xbox when there's nothing that's really coming to it. So now you have someone who's in this position that doesn't have any relationship with games, like, in their history. So this problem is still seemingly going to go unsolved. For all of Phil Spencer's faults and, like, the missteps with Microsoft, it's pretty inarguable that Phil Spencer at least knew games. Like, he was in the games industry for decades. And even though, of course, he made some real wacky, insano-style calls, especially with, like, fucking Redfall, Lord help us all, heavens to Betsy. Sometimes you'll still wake up with cold sweats remembering that disaster, that blunder. But even still, he at least had so much experience in the games industry, which this new leader does not. So let's kind of go through the whole thing. We'll start with Phil Spencer's departure here from Microsoft. He actually made a Twitter post about it saying, "It's rare in life to know when a chapter is closing, but after 38 years at Microsoft, that moment has arrived for me. I've made the decision to retire and begin the next chapter of my life It's a milestone that's given me a chance to reflect on the incredible journey I've been fortunate enough to share with so many of you. Now, also, Xbox president Sarah Bond is leaving as well, so both Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond are no longer with Xbox. Well, will soon be no longer with Xbox. It's a sweet, concise message just letting everyone know that he's sailing off into the sunset, and I think it makes a lot of sense here. He's been in this industry at this company for many decades now, many moons, and he wants to do something else. Totally understandable. I also imagine that the last few years at Microsoft here haven't been the most fun with everything that's been happening with Xbox, and Phil Spencer's been the face of Xbox. And recently that face has been getting shoved in the toilet and they're flushing it. They're giving him a swirly because most people point the finger at Phil Spencer for all of the Microsoft and Xbox decisions that have been very poorly received, and he's been shouldering a lot of blame. I have to imagine that doesn't feel good, especially when there's a good chance some of those decisions weren't from the old noodle of Phil Spencer. It could have been calls made from elsewhere that maybe he didn't even agree with in the first place, but since he's the face of Xbox, the public would eat him alive for it. So I really do find it very understandable that he wants to step away from Xbox at this point in time and explore other aspects in his professional life outside of Microsoft. I'll quickly just dump my take in here. I also think a change in leadership at Xbox was warranted. Just look at how things have been going for Xbox for over a decade now. There's just been a huge problem with delivering games from so many of these studios that they have there, and things just haven't really been, the smoothest. So I do think there needed to be a leadership shakeup and, maybe a change in direction at the company. But I think the new captain of the kickball team here over at Xbox that they have chosen just doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a gaming console whose biggest fucking problem is not having games. Now with Phil Spencer gone, and in his place steps Asha Sharma, who is currently the president at Microsoft's Core AI product, previously with Meta and previously with Instacart. No gaming background, but it seems like a strong focus on AI in her career recently. So now she's taken the Xbox Iron Throne, which is leaving a lot of people very skeptical, because why would you hire a CEO of a gaming company who has no experience with gaming? It's a really weird fit. Now, there is a message from Asha Sharma. There is a memo that went out where she tries to kind of get ahead of like the AI stuff. So the first part of her message is talking about, how excited she is and thanking Phil and his leadership in the studios. And then she goes on to say, my first job is simple: understand what makes this work and protect it. That starts with 3 commitments. First, great games. Everything begins here. We must have great games beloved by players before we do anything. Unforgettable characters, stories that make us feel, innovate gameplay, and create excellence. And basically going on to say like how important great games are. Second, the return of Xbox. This is something Phil Spencer also said once or twice, if I remember correctly, and every time that this comes up, the return of Xbox, they make it sound like it's a fucking Jedi coming back, yet, unfortunately, it still hasn't arrived, taken the scenic route. But she's highlighting the importance of bringing back, the former glory of Xbox with a recommitment to core Xbox fans and players that have invested with them for over 2 decades, celebrating the roots and renewed commitment. And then third, the future of play. We are witnessing the reinvention of play. That, to me, just feels like a bunch of mumbo-jumbo buzzword nonsense. I don't think there's a reinvention of play. People still just want to play good games. I don't think there's like a huge change in how they want to play those games. It's just a desire for games, which have been severely lacking with Xbox. To meet the moment, we will invent new business models and new ways to play by leaning into what we already have. Iconic teams, characters, and worlds that people love, but we will not treat these works as static IP to milk and monetize. We will build a shared platform and tools that empower developers and players to create and share their own stories. So, there's some good and bad in there. That's great that they don't want to just take beloved IP and characters and milk them till the tits fall off. That's good news. But that last sentence about developing a shared platform and tools to empower developers and players to create and share their own stories gives me the same DNA that Roblox and Fortnite have kind of pitched about, like, AI to make your own games in their game, which isn't very exciting to me. But maybe it is to a lot of other players. I'm not really sure, and I don't really think that'd be like the best direction to go. As monetization and AI evolve and influence this future, we will not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop. Okay, I mean, that sounds good, but I take it with a huge grain of salt considering it's coming from an executive who is extremely intertwined with AI. So I would be shocked if she actually does have this view of soulless AI slop being the enemy, considering her professional career for the last few years is all about AI in general. So I guess we'll wait and see there, but it'd be wonderful if the focus isn't on just farting out AI slop at Microsoft. That'd be great. Games are and always will be art crafted by humans and created with the most innovative technology provided by us. The next 25 years belong to the teams who dare to build something surprising, something no one else is willing to try, and have the patience to see it through. We've done this before, and I am here to help us do it again. I want to return to the renegade spirit that built Xbox in the first place. It will require us to relentlessly question everything, revisit processes, protect what works, and be brave enough to change what does not. Thank you for welcoming me into this journey, Asha. Now, to me, a lot of that statement feels like hollow PR speak, where it's just standard PR drivel. You know, we've got to return to the roots. It's all about the players. We can't be succumbing to the dark side of AI slop or anything like that. Which, you know, it's hard to really be super enthusiastic considering this is a leader who, for the last few years, has been all about AI and profits and, you know, profits by any means necessary. Like, it's not an amazing, like, exciting fit for a gaming company to have a leader who has no experience in their professional career with gaming. That makes it feel like this is a decision that is solely about trying to find ways to squeeze profits out of the Xbox, as opposed to trying to find ways to actually return the Xbox to its former glory. Because I imagine if you were looking for a leader to slot into Xbox for a new era of amazing games to make it a powerful console player again, you would probably look for someone that actually has a passion for games itself. Like, I don't know, but that's just my 2 cents, and perhaps I'm on fence for thinking that. Overall, it is just kind of hard to be excited about the future of Xbox, and I guess we'll see how it goes under this new leadership here. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. We are comparing Taco Bell tacos to Wawa tacos. A lot of glaze surrounding Wawa tacos. I like Wawa food. I was a chicken panini guy. These tacos are apparently new and really good. I was a big Taco Bell guy until about 2 months ago when I ordered a late night burrito, and it was basically one of the worst things that's ever been put into a fucking shell.
What did they do to it?
I don't know. I think they probably got confused with like that plastic display food and real food and
I see.
Meshed
the two, yeah.
It was genuinely one of the worst tasting things I think I've ever had in my life.
That's not good. They're competing with Chipotle now.
Chipotle is still worse. I think Chipotle is still worse. That was a fluke from Taco Bell, but I've basically gone cold turkey.
I don't know how this is going into us dunking on Chipotle immediately, but my favorite Chipotle memory is it was at one of our watch parties, and you got the pit of avocado.
The avocado pit.
And we were like, that's crazy. And then a week later, it happened again to him.
Yeah.
Chipotle's out to get you.
I hate Chipotle.
It's crazy. So yeah, Wawa tacos. I'm seeing them online. Everybody's talking about how it's the next. It's like everything with Wawa, and Wawa's good. But when Wawa first came here, everybody I knew from New Jersey acted like it was God's gift to the earth, and now I'm seeing the tacos everywhere. So,
where are we starting? Give me one.
You want to just start on what is this? Chicken steak.
Chicken steak.
I think it's kind of marked. There's 2 in each pack.
That's good. How are they expensive?
No idea. Jamie, pull that up. That's a little Joe Rogan joke for you.
Wow, soft shell tacos.
Soft
I
shell.
like that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Here, I'll show you. It's like shredded chicken in there, like ground chicken, cheese, lettuce, and a tortilla.
That's simple. That's good. That's good.
That's good. Chicken, cheese, and lettuce and a tortilla, baby. Are we rating these, or are we just...
No, comparing them, I think.
Okay, just seeing what we think.
Grab the chicken Taco Bell taco.
Let's see. Do they even have chicken at Taco Bell?
They do. On the Cantina chicken meal. Or menu.
It's got to be a soft taco, though, right? There's a couple soft
That I
ones.
don't know.
Oh, here's a chicken. Maybe. I don't know.
I'll
I have all of the words on the side of the...
Where's this?
Here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
is that chicken?
Yeah, that's chicken. I also just grabbed the chicken, too. Well, actually, let's do yours.
Is that chicken or beef? Oh, that's beef. That's
Yeah,
beef.
it's beef, you're right.
Let's do that.
Look like chicken.
Here, you want to take first bite?
Sure. I'll go at the,
Yeah, good luck.
I'll go with the ass.
Dude, you always get the best stuff.
Damn, they're cooking. Woo! See, that's what I wanted late night, but in a burrito form, and they gave me fucking sludge. They gave me rock hard sludge.
Not very good.
Which night? Can I ask which night it was? Was it like a weeknight?
It was just like a Monday, Tuesday.
That's probably, you probably got the C squad.
That, it's not fair because there's like a sauce on there and there's some seasoning on that chicken.
That is extraordinary.
I don't think I've ever had a chicken taco from Taco Bell, and I love it.
Sensational. This is good, but that's a superstar.
In fact, you're gonna see the first editing ever done by Charlie. I'm gonna go like this, and he's gonna put the word "sensational" between it.
There it is.
See, he did it.
It's there.
You just saw that.
You saw it.
Charlie did that.
Yep. And here's a 3D animated graphic of the spinning taco, and now I'm breaking it apart.
But with the cat that spins, and what's it say? It's like wah wah wah. Yeah, that one. That one.
Everybody in the back just did it at
Thank
the same
you.
time.
That's incredible. And here's the thing.
Pepe, is that Pepe the cat? Is that what his name is? Something like that.
I saw him finish a song the other day, and it was immaculate. It was so good.
That's,
What the fuck did they put on
I
that?
don't know, but that's much better than this. That's incredible.
Unreal. And the problem is, this is why we got Taco Bell, because if we just got Wawa, we'd be like, that taco is amazing.
Yeah, over the moon.
That one spreads and
Yeah,
Right.
that fucking mogged it.
1 point to Taco Bell.
1 point to Taco Bell.
They win
That's a great way to do this.
They win in the chicken taco department.
That is why you are the director.
Yeah.
All right, let's move into the seasoned beef.
Seasoned beef.
This one has a 6-inch tortilla, not that big, chipotle, shredded cheese, some other stuff.
All right.
Here we go.
They had a good showing in round one, but they went up
Here on
against
this
the
one?
fucking Titan.
Let's do we'll each take a bite from a side, so there's a full one for people.
That makes sense. I think that's the way to do it.
Oh, jeez, I'm so messy.
I know, it's a real oozer.
I'm a messy boy. Initial reactions?
Very
Dude,
good.
you look so cool today.
You
I
do
wanna
look
point
cool. I was
that
gonna
out.
mention there's something on your T-shirt today. It's crazy.
Something on it, and it's a little oversized.
I know,
It looks
I like-
really good.
That's how Rio wears his shirts, just oversized shirts. So
That's
when
good stuff.
Rio and Yosh did this is theirs hideout. They gave me a shirt and I fucking love it.
You look cool. You look hip.
You do look hip.
I feel hip.
That's good.
Banger. Better than the chicken.
Absolutely. And there's a sauce on this one, a chipotle sauce,
Yep.
which just adds to it. That's great.
They cooked. Man, they're doing great.
They really are.
All right.
Sorry they had to go up against that in round one. That's a special hard taco. That's a burrito. What's that? The hell are you? That's another chicken taco. We'll save that.
Isn't it this one that I opened earlier?
Oh, that's right. Today is a good day.
Good day.
What's this one? Oh, wait. Oh, no. What the hell? Is that potatoes? Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, they do the potatoes in some of them.
Don't tell me yet what you think is better. That's how we get yelled at.
I think we'll reach the same conclusion. I have a hunch.
Very interesting.
Yeah. To me, Wawa takes that. You can tell because I didn't start going like this when I ate the Taco Bell one.
Which is your thing, the little running man.
Yeah. It's good. Like, I still think they did a good job. Wawa was better.
This is the same thing I said about the chicken, but in reverse. If I ate this first, I'd be like, no way Wawa's going to beat this.
Yeah.
The meat is seasoned much better in Wawa.
It is.
This was very plain, comparatively.
Yeah.
I really did not think Wawa would take the ground beef.
I thought Wawa would absolutely take the ground beef over Taco Bell. Taco Bell used to be known for dog food beef.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing.
And they fixed it.
They've had like a comeback story, though.
Yeah, they fixed it. They're now a much higher quality of meat. They're like D instead of Z.
Yeah, I mean,
no, it actually is good now.
It's an improvement for sure, but like I always thought Wawa would win in beef. I thought Wawa would win in chicken too, to be fair.
But I just feel like beef is their thing. You know?
Is it? I don't know. To me now, Taco Bell is more chicken-based because their Cantina menu's just been actually crushing it.
You keep saying that. What is a Cantina menu?
That's just what they call it.
Oh.
When they did the Live Moss in 2024, 2025, they're like, we're introducing Cantina menu.
I know there's the Taco Bell Cantina as well. Isn't there?
We
like
should go to one of the
special
test
restaurant?
kitchen or whatever it is. We should go sometime and do like some
We got to
tasting
make sure
stuff.
we're really nice then if we want to go there. They won't invite us.
They won't let us in the door.
Yeah. Well, I have huge complaints about the way Taco Bell's sold out to the man.
Oh, shit.
Go on.
Their most recent Live Moss wasn't free.
No.
It was on Paramount Plus exclusive.
What is a Live Moss? Why is it on Paramount?
It's the E3 of
Also,
Taco Bell.
was Taco Bell ever not the man?
Taco Bell used to be for the little guy.
They had Baja Blast. You go in, get as much hot sauce as you want. You get some cinnamon twists.
It actually might have been Peacock, but one of those two streaming services was exclusively broadcasting Live Moss 2026, so I missed it for the first time in 3 years.
And I'm sorry that my old riddled brain can't keep up. What is Taco Bell streaming?
It is the Taco Bell has an event called Live Moss where they introduce like the upcoming menu items. They get everyone excited. It's the E3 of Taco Bell.
Oh, that's
crazy.
And they do it every year. And then this year's the first year where it wasn't just broadcast on YouTube. It was exclusive to either Peacock or Paramount. One of those giants, one of those corporate conglomerates.
So they did sell out.
They did.
How do we get that on your channel this year?
The Live Moss.
Yeah.
Come back to the little guy, Taco Bell.
Yeah, come back to your roots, Taco Bell.
Can you imagine if we announced the new version of their Baja Blast?
We gotta
on
find
their channel?
some chain that'll announce their next year's menu
That
on
is
our
such a good idea.
That's maybe Culver. I love Culver.
Oh yeah, we got Culver's.
Dude,
Culver's
Culver's
is now, I know I shouldn't do this. It is a weekly experience for
It
me.
is.
And it's what
Your
I love
Saturday
working
night
most.
hockey,
Saturday night I
Culver's.
play hockey, so I don't have the guilt. I go get a double butter burger with cheese, onion rings, and a concrete mixer. And I sit there and I kick my little tootsies while I eat it in their parking lot because I don't want to go inside.
It's so good. You should go inside. They're so nice in there. It's like going into heaven for a minute. The angels come out and
They
greet
actually
you.
are really nice.
They're so
in there.
nice.
All right. Sorry. This is chicken as well.
Maybe a different
Yeah,
show.
maybe something else. I don't think they do hard tacos. I think Chelsea got those for us to enjoy. Here we
You're
go.
right.
Let's see the difference here.
That is a different. Or that is the same shell.
It's chicken. It's wet.
Yeah, it's just the same thing.
That's the same, right? All right. You don't get 2 tries.
Nope.
She might have ordered 2, thinking each one came with 1, so you would get
Oh,
one.
yeah. Wait, this one's also chicken.
Immediately.
But this one I think has
Immediately
more things
debunked.
on it. Because I think they have like a few different variations. So this chicken... Oh, yeah. There's avocado in that puppy.
This is Wawa.
Yep. What do we even compare that to?
Probably one of their potato ones, maybe.
Sure. Why the hell not?
There's no rules.
We make the rules. I'm gonna eat the potato one while you take that bite.
What the fuck? There's more on that, yet somehow it tastes more plain.
It looks like all the sauce ran this way.
Oh, maybe that's why.
I'll let you know.
Still good though.
It doesn't touch that. Their chicken taco.
Well, it's not competing against that. It's competing against this. Does it touch this?
I'm so sorry. It's really hard to say because one is potato and one's not.
Is there not? Is that like a breakfast?
I think that's the vegetarian.
Oh,
Like
is there-
that's-
and there's not an equivalent.
No, Wawa doesn't care about vegetarians.
Oh,
That's why next year, 2027, you can do your Live Wawa announcement on Charlie's channel announcing your vegan tacos filled with potatoes.
This is good though.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's potatoes in a tortilla. You can't go wrong.
That is literally all it is. Couple potatoes in a tortilla.
It is hard to compare. I will say, I think this chicken, because it has the chipotle sauce, is the closer comparison to that one. And that one still slaps it. I'm trying to see if there's like a plain chicken taco over here. That's potato. I think Chelsea ordered her lunch. That's a plain beef. Oh, I see. This is Cantina. I see it.
Yeah.
Cantina chicken menu. Grilled cheese burrito. What?
Oh, that's my go-to.
It's got potatoes.
Any Wawa?
Oh no, that's chicken. That's chicken.
Is that a Wawa equivalent or no?
I don't think so. So
who won that round?
I think we just get to pick.
Yeah, I think you guys won that round.
I think we won, yeah. I think that is
Then it's all evened up. One for us, one for Wawa, one for Taco Bell.
And good news, we've got another taco bag. This is a beef one with chipotle sauce. The last one did. I think what Wawa does is they give you the same meat, and sometimes they put chipotle sauce on, and sometimes they
That's
don't.
what it's looking like.
I think that is their secret. Did anybody find the price
Yeah, they're like $2.79 each.
for a 2-pack?
It just shows the one, so I would assume it's like $5 for the two, like $5.50.
Huh.
But yeah, I'm looking at them, and they're.
How's that compared to Taco Bell?
There's corn in that too.
There's corn?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is the fire roasted corn beef taco.
That's very good. Man, they know their meat. Their beef.
They know their beef, yeah.
They know their beef.
It is seasoned so much better than Taco Bell.
It feels so full of love.
This is the exact comparison to a beef taco.
Is it?
It is. There's no corn, but
All right.
other than that, it's exact. There's beef and it's a taco.
Wawa's got its work. Taco Bell's got its work cut out for it. Cause that last one was very good.
Yo, their beef is not as good.
It's not. Wawa takes that easy.
And it's not bad. Taco Bell's still really good. Just nowhere near Wawa. Wow.
Again, it's one of those things where, like, if you got either one of those, you'd be happy, but you're happier over here.
Yes, absolutely. So that concludes the taco category. I think
Wawa took it, right?
I think so, but really I think it's if you're in the mood for beef, it's Wawa. If you're in the mood for chicken, it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Which really feels backwards to me. This is now burritos.
I do love burritos.
I didn't even know
I
they
have a
had rice
question.
out.
Maybe I'm out of line. Why isn't that a burrito?
That's a wrap. That's a taco.
What
wrap.
is the
taco.
difference?
It's a taco.
Taco
It's
wrap?
typically a smaller burrito or a smaller tortilla, and it's folded instead of.
Oh no, that one's that one's just kind of folded over like a.
Yeah, but look,
like a
you can see
burrito.
the ends. It's nowhere in the.
Oh, so the ends have to be
I think
covered.
the ends are closed.
That's the distinction.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Is that the only distinction? These have rice in them, which
That's
makes
good.
me happy.
That's very good.
We've got tortilla, rice, cheese, cheddar cheese sauce,
Whoa!
chipotle, shredded lettuce, fresh salsa. What kind of meat?
Maybe there is no meat on that.
Maybe it's a.
This might just be a cheese burrito.
Yeah, there's no beans either. Since when does Wawa do burritos and all of that? Like, did that come out at the taco time?
I think it's. Yeah, I was gonna say I think they've done burritos for a bit.
I'm out of the loop. This is a young man's game.
Well, that is. I don't see the point of that.
Oh, it is rice, lettuce, and cheese with some tomato.
What the fuck? Why?
That's the vegetarian one.
Why did you make that?
You could put beans in it though,
or potatoes.
Yeah, something. That's bad.
Pull that off your menu. There is no need for that. Just don't serve vegetarians. We talked about this. 2027. We'll handle it. This one is beef, tortilla, rice, cheddar cheese sauce, chipotle sauce, lettuce.
Well, do we have a
salsa.
vegetarian burrito to compare
sorry,
to
I
over
forgot.
here?
Yeah, potato.
Yeah, where is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
What's that say?
Grilled cheese burrito.
That's the one.
Let's see if they. That looks.
Oh, that's the paper. For any of the comments that are like, they just copy each other. No, we just have one fucking brain cell.
It looked like it was.
It looked like an enchilada.
Yeah, I thought they had like fried the shell. I was like, wow, that's nice, and that's pretty close to the same color.
That is. That's cool. That's the grilled cheese burrito.
That's real wet.
Just how we like it.
Much better.
Is it?
Much better.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of cheese on there. Oh wow, what's in that?
I don't know.
Look at that. Wait,
great sauce.
is that beef?
It says grilled cheese.
I think the grilled cheese burrito normally has meat in it.
Yep,
That's really good for vegetarians. Just don't tell them that there's meat in there. That's delicious.
That's really good.
That is delicious. There's like crushed chips in there. Like
yeah,
Fritos.
it's like Fritos or Takis or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
love that, but that is not for vegetarians. There must be one. Cheesy double beef burrito.
Here's
Burrito Supreme.
Another grilled cheese, but it feels lighter, so maybe there's like chicken or something in that one.
This is a cantina burrito, and I've learned
gonna be
cantina
chicken,
means
yeah.
chicken.
That's chicken.
We had the grilled cheese. Wait, grilled cheese burrito right here. But it's a hard shell taco with chicken.
Nice. They got us again. Here's another one that says grilled cheese burrito.
They are pranking the shit out of us
That is again a taco
with chicken.
with chicken.
Cheesy beans and rice.
Cheesy beans.
It's got to be that one. That one's circled.
Cheesy beans.
All right. This is the vegetarian offering for burritos.
Yep, Wawa blew it, so doors wide open for Taco Bell to take it in this prestigious head-to-head.
No meat.
No meat.
No meat. They win.
No fun.
No fun. But better. There's at least a little flavor tickling you. Don't get that. Just don't be a vegetarian.
Actually, now I got some of the sauce on my palate. That's tasting good now.
The Chipotle sauce is really...
Tastes very good now.
They could take everything out of this except the Chipotle sauce, and it would still taste the exact same.
Damn, I'm kind of fucking with it now.
I think, why not put the potatoes in there?
They probably have an option for that.
That's true.
These are probably just default.
You know what the cinnamon twists are?
Yeah.
I watched someone make them the other day. Have you ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
You take a specific kind of pasta and you fry it. You deep fry the pasta and it expands really quick, and then they coat that in cinnamon sugar. It's crazy.
Yep, that sounds pretty crazy.
You're welcome.
Well, now the secret's revealed.
This is just
Taco Bell slapping that round. I'm going in for another bite.
This is a roasted chicken burrito. I think this is our last thing we can viably compare, and then the rest is just lunch.
Yep.
For everyone. You want to go first? That's a hefty.
No, you go first. I'm still chewing.
That is a nice wrap, by the
Isn't it?
way.
That's crazy. And listen to this.
Look how clean that fold is.
Pretty heavy.
Oh, that looks so good in there, dude. What the fuck? I want to swim.
A lot of sauce. There's some corn, bringing in some sweetness.
Holy shit.
Get on in there.
Dude, I'd love to.
That's actually really good. And the question
That's delicious.
Is there a chicken burrito?
Yes.
I think we saw it. But where? We've made a mess.
This is beans. This is cheesy beans.
This is a burrito supreme.
This is unmarked.
Yo, Taco Bell.
Oh, here's a breakfast one.
Breakfast burrito? No shot.
Oh, here's a burrito with potatoes.
What?
Here's a special sauce taco.
How the fuck is that a breakfast burrito? It's just a burrito.
Yeah, it's marketing.
Well, it depends on when you get it.
Good point.
What is this? I think this is like a... God damn it.
Dude, we saw the chicken
Oh,
burrito.
it's a quesadilla.
Is this it? No. I mean, this is chicken.
Oh, I lost a good piece.
Dude, my brain's breaking.
Yeah, what the fart, dude? Where's our burrito?
I hate it. This has chicken in it, and it says chicken burrito, but that's not a burrito. That's potato tacos.
What's this one sitting in front of me?
No idea. They just crossed through Burrito Supreme, so I think all we know is it's not a Burrito Supreme.
Alright.
Or it is.
What's left?
Maybe that means there's chicken in there.
Yeah, give it a try.
Do you want to open it up?
Sure.
Is that chicken?
Oh, that's juicy. That is not chicken.
That's just a bunch of nothing.
That's an onion burrito.
Yeah, tuck that baby back in.
Yeah, she can go back to bed. We'll see you tomorrow. Did we not? I swear we saw one. You know what? Let's just eat this.
Did you eat it already?
And call it and call it a chicken burrito, because that is chicken.
I mean, it's in the chicken burrito wrapper.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. A lot of Chipotle sauce.
It's a lot of nothing. Wawa slapped in that round.
This is confusing. I think, if I'm being honest with you, a lot of this comes down to the Chipotle sauce. I think the ones with sauces are yummy, and the ones without are not as good. Except Wawa's beef is best.
Yeah, Wawa got better beef.
And I like the potato format. What did we figure out here?
That you can't go wrong either way.
All right, I think that's a very positive sentiment from this.
I do think Wawa is a little bit better though.
Did somebody see the Taco Bell prices?
Yeah, for the plain, like, soft taco, it was $1.99 a taco.
So Taco Bell's probably a little
The Cantina,
cheaper.
I think, are like $4.50.
Jeez.
Depends on what you're getting.
That's unreal.
Well, there's probably the cheese on the outside. You saw that.
That is true. That takes skilled people, so you got to raise the price.
Well, it fucks up the machine. They have to buy new.
But they're really cheap machines, so that's good. Yeah, I still stand by. If I was getting chicken, I'd go Taco Bell. If I'm getting beef, I'm going Wawa now, which does shock me.
I think I would probably just do Wawa over Taco Bell just because I've been hurt before at Taco Bell.
That's
I feel
fair.
like this might have just been a really strong showing from them. But it probably varies day to day, like on any given Sunday, that type of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
You smell me?
I get you. You do hold a grudge against restaurants, for sure.
I do, except I wouldn't even say a grudge, it's just consistency is important. Wawa has never been bad. I've never had a bad meal from Wawa. I've had a couple from Taco Bell, most recently with that absolutely abhorrent burrito that should have the location shut down.
Mm-hmm. You would be really proud of me, by the way. The other night, Monique goes, I think I'm feeling Chipotle.
And you said no?
I said, you can get that. I'll get something else. I counted them out for the rest of my life, and I'm a man of my word.
Good.
I will never eat Chipotle again. You've wasted too many of my dollars, and I'm tired of it.
Good.
Especially when you can get this kind of quality for cheaper. You're not special anymore.
Yeah, no, Chipotle sucks. You know what I had recently?
What?
Moe's.
How was it?
Kind of mid.
Really?
I was a Moe's guy there for a little bit, but now Moe's starting to hurt me.
Try bar burritos next time, like I said.
I think the chain burrito taco places have really gone downhill.
Yeah, because it's all about chasing the profits. Nobody cares about getting you a good burrito anymore.
Nobody.
Oh. It's not about the burrito culture like it used to be.
Yeah, we're talking about practice.
Oh,
not
practice,
a game.
not a game. Practice.
Man, Wawa though cooks.
Wawa does cook.
They fuck.
And you know what? They probably have more profit than Chipotle. Now that's probably a lie.
I bet they do.
Let's look it up.
Well, they can also sell gas.
I was about to say. They're also a gas.
I think Chipotle's
break-
missing that part of their business.
Chipotle, go back to good burritos. Add gas.
Add gas pumps.
Add gas pumps. That's the brain blast.
And then all you have to do is ask for more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
more
excuse
gas,
me.
please.
That did not fill up my tank. Can I have a little more? Fun fact, Wawa comes from New Jersey. In New Jersey,
They pump your gas.
they pump it for you. And they're still putting out good burritos. And they're making a burrito running outside, pumping gas. Burritos are still good.
Yep. That's, well, two separate jobs, but yeah.
You don't know that. You've never been to New Jersey.
It's true. Yeah. When you're right, I haven't.
I don't think you'd like New Jersey.
I'd hate it.
I've also never been there. Is there anything else we need to compare before we feed the crew for the first time this week?
I think we settled it. I think they're both good. Wawa, I think, is more consistent. That's just my takeaway.
I'm fine with that. I agree. I'm not unhappy with anything here. I'm a happy boy. Today was a good video.
Good food. Good company.
Better pizza.
Just
Better
one more
pizza.
time, Charlie can do one more edit.
Yeah, well, here it comes.
Good job. And I'll take it and I'll...
Well, there it is.
Wait, you're gonna put it there? So are you gonna edit that part?
Yep, Charlie's gonna edit.
Oh, I see.
I'm just doing the hand
I
so
see,
he
I
can
see.
edit it in.
I see.
I gotta get...
You're not gonna try on any of these, are you? All right, Wawa, seriously, if any of you are watching this, we will do your Live Moss thing next year. I know yours isn't Live Moss, but we'll do it with you. You have my word. Mm-hmm. Just reach out.
I know this is a topic I've blabbered about quite a bit, but it's something that only continues to spiral more and more out of control. Advertisements during streams. Twitch being the most egregious culprit. I think out of pretty much every service that exists, Twitch's advertisement model is the worst. Actually, you know what? Strike that from the record. I take that back. Put the poop back in my butt. I'm not giving that crown to Twitch because I think mainstream media outlets are so much worse with their advertisements. I don't know how many of you have gone on the internet with the condom off, no ad blocker. It is miserable when you go to any news site. Like, tabloids are the worst, like Daily Mails, obviously, The Sun, shit like that. You will not even see your article. There'll be like 4 auto-playing ads everywhere, fucking cerebral jacking in, like, Ford advertisements. Like, the article is just encapsulated, entombed in so many ads. So I actually think journalism sites are much worse, but Twitch is a close second. Anyway, the reason why I'm yapping about this again is because a report was recently published about how Twitch viewership is down significantly, the lowest level it's been in 5 years since their bot crackdown, which I've already touched on, but a lot of people have been speculating that it's more than just the bots contributing to the decline in viewership. XQC's take recently just kind of popped off and has reopened this discussion to a broader audience, and it's a really interesting one. He and many others believe that a lot of people are tuning out of Twitch because the ads ruin the experience. What's going on Twitch right now is often being compared to television, how TV started to decline once streaming got a foothold because most people switched from TV to streaming because they were fed up with all of the ad breaks interrupting them. It was far more convenient and a lot more enjoyable to just watch what you want to watch without any interruptions. But of course that opened up its own can of worms with how many streaming services are popping up like fucking weeds across the globe. It is a goddamn pandemic. But the point is, ads made people want to switch from that service, television, to something that had less ads. And in the streaming space, right now we're seeing that with Twitch mainly, but not just exclusively to Twitch, YouTube. YouTube ads have recently been fucking exploding. Like, there are so many more ads now that users are noticing during streams. Though it can't hold a candle to Twitch, where the standard affair on Twitch, if you don't have an ad blocker or if you're not subscribed to the streamer you want to check out, is you go on Twitch, you go to a category, you click on a stream, you sit through like a 2-minute pre-roll ad before you ever even see the content. You see, like in the top right, the countdown for how many more minutes of ads you have to sit through before getting to the content you wanted to watch in the first place. And you say it's not worth it, and you exit out of that person's stream and then just go to someone that you're subscribed to, or you just go somewhere else. Like, I am at the point, and I've been at this point for a while, where if there's a pre-roll that plays, I just leave. And on my streams, there are pre-rolls. Not because I put them there, it's because Twitch has it as an automated process. If you don't run at least, 3 minutes of ad breaks, 3 minutes worth of ads for every hour that you stream, Twitch puts pre-rolls there. You earn your good boy points through ad breaks on Twitch, and if you reach a certain threshold, they get rid of the pre-rolls. What benevolent saints. For me, though, I don't do the 3-minute ad break. I do the literal lowest level possible. I'll show you exactly what it looks like to clear up a lot of confusion I'm seeing, because now a lot of people are saying, Twitch is blameless. Actually, we need to all point our fingers at the streamers. They're the ones that are running 30 minutes of ads per every hour they stream. They're the ones that are greedy and putting the pre-roll ads there. And you're half right. There are streamers that do put the maximum amount of ads per hour possible and just force their viewers to just fucking take the punishment, take the belt to the cheeks. That's brutal. It does get rid of the pre-rolls, but that shit sucks. The pre-rolls are something that Twitch does, not the streamer. So as you can see here, streamers like you have to run up to 3 minutes of ads per hour. In the past month, streamers like you who are based in US, have 6K concurrent viewers, stream gaming, whatever, have to run 3 minutes of ads per hour. So they're trying to push that, and if you don't, then you get the pre-rolls. So I have it set to 30 seconds of ads per hour that I stream, the actual lowest it can possibly go. And because of that, I have pre-rolls that Twitch shoehorns in there. But this can go all the way up to 22 minutes and 30 seconds worth of ads per hour that you stream. And I think there are streamers that do that. They just fucking have it go Insano style, turbo mode, off the charts ads out the wazoo here for it. And that is entirely on the streamers. That is not Twitch's fault. I do think that ruins streaming. Streamers that do that and try and normalize that level of ads. That shit is diabolical. But as for the pre-rolls, that is on Twitch. And I think that is a terrible, terrible practice. That is the antithesis to what streaming is supposed to be, where it is just a live flow of content and you click on things that seem interesting or streamers that you might be interested in watching, and no one wants to sit through fucking 3 minutes before they even see that stream to see if they even like that streamer. They're just gonna leave, like I do. It's just stupid. But it is what it is. That's what the platform is. And it's extremely annoying. And I would actually say that the way Twitch does ads is worse than television ever was. By its very nature, streaming is supposed to be a constant flow of content. You are watching something live. And when it gets interrupted with a 3-minute ad break, it's not just like everything pauses while you watch those ads. You are just now missing 3 minutes of what you tuned in to see. Whereas television, even when you're watching a live sporting event, when the ad break pops up, there's a timeout. There is a break. You don't miss anything. Or if you're watching your favorite show and it gets to the big climax and then there's an ad break, well, the climax doesn't happen in the fucking background. You don't miss anything. When it comes to streaming, you do. So I think it is much worse, and it is much more intrusive, and it is far more out of control now than it ever was for TV. Because at least with TV, there was a set amount of commercial breaks. On Twitch, Jesus, Lord knows, because streamers control it. And there are a lot of streamers that just do maximum ad breaks, so it'll be fucking 7 minutes worth of ads for every hour streamed, or significantly more. They could be doing 3-minute ad breaks every 10 minutes. There is no telling how many ads you will be served when watching a Twitch stream. At least with TV, you knew. There was an expectation, and there was plans around it from the content itself. Again, you didn't miss anything with the ad breaks. With streaming, you do. And it's annoying. And people are really fed up. So I do agree with the take that XQC has said, as well as many others have said, about how ads are literally leading to the death of streaming, in particular on Twitch. Because Twitch is the worst offender for it. YouTube is going down that path with how many ads they're starting to shove down users' throats. Twitch is still in a worse state with it, and I don't see either platform improving in this department. I just think they're going to make it even worse. Especially Twitch. Twitch, I feel has been treading water for a while. Now they do this bot crackdown, their numbers plummet for a little bit. I think that maybe scares them a bit about the potential advertiser hit that they might take, where the advertisers are oh, Twitch, this is a big drop. Maybe we won't spend as much on Twitch. Maybe it's not worth the budget that we're allocating over there. We're going to cut back on this. And then they're going to go even harder, pushing their other brand partners to try and foster that relationship and keep it tight, because they're going to need to, fucking latch onto it. So I really feel Twitch's direction with ads has only been getting worse and more intrusive and ruining the experience further and further. YouTube is starting to follow suit because, like I mentioned, they are pumping a ton of ads on streams as well now. Not to Twitch's level yet, but it is there. And I just think that it is horrible for streaming, like, in general. Nobody wants to sit through streams like that where it's interrupted by minutes worth of ads for shit nobody wants in the first place. It is what caused TV to go in a bit of a rough patch there because streaming offered a better ad-free service. And I've already seen some spitball solutions here that I think are pretty trash. One of them was, well, you should be paying all the streamers anyway. So if you want to watch content ad-free, well, fork over some clams to the streamer and subscribe to them. What the fuck, Goober? No, that's super stupid. Streaming is free. Like, you are producing content for free. Getting any money back is just cherries on top. Like, it is a service that is free. And if you now start requiring people to pay money to keep experiencing that service, well, you've got an issue. Because never charge for something that was once free. That is like an age-old saying that remains true. You can find countless examples of that being proven time and time again. Nobody is going to want to pay for something that they were getting for free already. And it is, by its nature, a free service you're providing to viewers. If they like you so much they want to give you some money, then all power to them. I'm not their dad. They can make their own decisions, and that's great. You know, everyone's happy. Whatever. But this is not a solution to Twitch's inundation of ads to the platform. Everyone shouldn't be required to spend money on the streams they want to watch in order to watch it uninterrupted and unimpeded. It sucks. That's silly. Another solution I've seen kicked around is, well, maybe the streamers just need to do a better job of, like, planning their ad breaks, kind of like how TV used to do it. I already don't like where that's going. We're regressing now to old TV habits, but the idea is streamers, when they're about to run their ad break or when the ad break is coming up, they pause everything and, like, tell their viewers, all right, here comes ads, go stretch, do that. Take some time if you don't want to watch them, and then we'll come right back after the ads in, like, 3 minutes or whatever. And I think there are some streamers that have experimented with that. I don't know how well it's been received. And theoretically it makes sense because at least then they're not missing any content. But that's not going to work for every stream. You can't do that for every stream. You can't plan around all of that because these streams aren't planned. Like, I guess you can pause a game, sure. Like, that can kind of work to pause your game that many times for, like, stretch breaks and whatever. But it's not going to work for every stream and every streamer. It just wouldn't. There's too many variables at play with every stream that happens. Also, I think it'd be very unfair to the people that just don't want to run ads in the first place. You can't just pause your stream for the pre-roll ads. You'd never have a stream because everyone is going to get a pre-roll ad when they come to your stream. How the fuck are you going to ensure that they're not missing content with that pre-roll ad? They're going to. You have no way of stopping that. And I don't think the solution is to require everyone to start running, X amount of minutes of ads per hour. People don't want to do that. Like me, I don't want to do that. It's that simple. So I don't think that's a good solution either. It is a complicated problem. I recognize on Twitch's end, they need to make money off their platform. Otherwise, how the fuck are they going to keep it going? It's very expensive, and the way to do that is through advertising. But their advertising methodology, I think, is just really counterintuitive to what streaming is and has been. And it's just going in a really bad direction that continues to make it worse. Yeah, obviously I don't have all the answers there, but there's gotta be something, because I really do think as this continues, more and more people are just not going to watch streams when an ad pops up, and it'll probably just turn them off from even clicking on streams in the first place, knowing that they're going to get ads before even going to it. So there's got to be a solution. There's got to be something to change with that from YouTube and Twitch's end of this inundation of ads. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to yap about it again. That's really about it. So yeah. Why do babies come into this world crying? A question that's plagued inquisitive minds for generations. But I have the answer. I believe babies are born crying because they know that they will now have to share oxygen with Pokemon scalpers. And that is definitely worth shedding tears over. Also, they probably know that all their toys are going to be purchased by these fucking losers and flipped on Facebook Marketplace and eBay, so they'll never even get a chance to play with hobbies that are literally designed for them, but have been hijacked by these awful, degenerate losers. Another day, another big load of spit that I gotta fucking hawk the loogies on at scalpers.
Why don't you just hell out and have one, dude? He's literally like asked you so politely, like.
Yeah, sure. You want this one? You really do? Yeah, you do? Yeah. All right.
He just wants the pouch. But no, now you gotta buy it, because you just did that. No, leave it there. Because he just did that thing. There you go.
You know why? Because I opened this. I collect this. Yeah, I didn't do it. Okay, then buy it.
Well, you can. You have all of them.
Yep.
That guy's nose grew 50 inches with that big lie that he told. My left butt cheek, that guy's a collector. He's a scalper. And there is so much ill will towards scalpers, rightfully so, that now they have to always try and hide behind, I'm a collector! Don't worry, I'm a good guy! I'm collecting all of this product. But everyone knows that's not the truth. Just look at this fucking goober. Look at the way that he lashes out because someone had the audacity to ask for one of the Pokemon products that this guy is hoarding. And so then he just starts crumpling it up like toilet paper and giving it to him like, okay, there, you can buy that, buster. Then when the guy understandably says, no, this is stupid now, you've ruined it, I'm not going to pay full price for something that is completely ruined now because of your temper tantrum, the guy takes it back and is like, well, I will purchase it because I am a collector, pinky out. Like, bullshit, man. No sane person is going to be paying full price for something that is completely destroyed. He's just trying to make a whole song and dance out of this performance. I'm a collector, so the condition doesn't really bother me. And that's just not true. If I crumpled up all of the Pokemon product around you and then charged you full price for it, would you do it with a smile on your face, Mr. Big Shot Collector? I doubt it, buddy. It's so fake, man. He is a scalper. No legitimate normal collector or someone that's buying it for their kids is going to take the entire stock of Target and Walmart Pokemon product. That is exclusively behavior from these degenerate worm scalpers.
Hey! Scalper, no scalping. Scalper, no scalping. Scalper, no scalping.
I'm not normally one to get behind TikTok trends, but this one, I gotta tell you, put a smile on my face. Just taking the Pokemon product from scalpers' carts. Hey, you're not gonna get any fist wiggling from me over that behavior. Because these scalpers truly think that because they put it in their shopping carts, it's theirs now. They planted the flag and now it's theirs, and you're stealing from them if you take one of those products. Which is just goofy. That is just not true at all. In fact, you can make a much stronger argument that these assholes are actually stealing from the rest of the community that wants to get product either for their kids, for themselves. Unfortunately, that's more uncommon than saber-toothed tigers. That shit is fucking extinct right now because the only people that get their hands on Pokemon product from like Walmart and Target are these scalpers because they literally camp out and wait overnight for it on every restock and every drop. These unemployable, loveless losers literally wait hours overnight just to be the first in the door to get their hands on a couple of boxes of Pokemon product to ensure that nobody that actually wants to engage with the hobby can get it. It is just these scalpers, but even still, I got no issue with someone going in there and taking a box of Pokemon product right out from their grubby, greedy little paws there in their shopping carts, because there should be buy limits in place, and I'm pretty sure there are in most places, but they circumvent that and wipe their ass with the rules because scalpers just do anything they can to hoard Pokemon product. So this guy's done 2 videos like this. This one made me laugh the hardest because the guy chases him down and fucking slips and falls. I don't know if the TikToker dropped the banana peel Mario Kart style and just had him spin out and eat shit, but he was feeling it, man. He had his like head buried down, walking slow over the cart afterwards too. It actually gave me a bit of a belly laugh there. And it's not just that TikToker that's doing it. Other scalpers are now getting in on that action of just taking from other scalpers' carts. It's pure fucking pandemonium. That reminds me, have you seen that scalper clip of the guy who grabs a box right from the employee before they stock it, and then once he reaches the counter, he begs another scalper for one-piece TCG packs? I have not seen that one. That sounds on par for pathetic scalper behavior, though.
Nice. But you cannot do that. Yeah. Come on.
What do you mean? I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna buy it.
Buddy.
I'm gonna pay for it.
Okay, you're not allowed to take that box.
Okay,
you can get what you want inside it, but you can't take the box.
All right. Yo, could you not touch my... Yo.
Can you not... This guy has the gall. Can you not touch my box? Brother, you just took this off of the employee's dolly. And now all of a sudden he's claiming ownership of it. What a loser. Normalize taking shit from scalpers.
First come, first serve, bro.
Yeah, but I was there first.
Bro. Watch yourself, bro.
Watch yourself, bro. I can hear this guy's a dweeb. Watch yourself. What are you gonna do? Cry to mommy about it? The chutzpah. Wow. What a dork.
You have to make the purchase here. I do the purchase.
Fucking insane. God already got everything.
So insane!
Bro, you gon'...
Oh, wow.
Ooh, you...
It's so crazy how many scalpers are just unapologetically doing this shit, man. Ugh. I haven't seen one in the wild yet, but I imagine it's because I go to Walmart in the afternoon. These fucking vultures are there in the morning. The second restock happens. But to just go from, like, the restock over here to just another scalper with a whole cart full of product.
Some packs of One Piece?
I only got 6 here, man.
No way.
Sorry.
Can I get one ETB?
No, I need them all.
Oh, just one.
2, 4, there's for it.
Seriously?
Man. Ooh, it's so cringe. It's so pathetic. His day is ruined. How can you be so mean? I know he wouldn't share his product with the other scalper, dude. What? No honor among thieves? What kind of madness? He's violating scalper code. I like how this guy says, I need them all. I only have 6. I miss being able to actually participate in my hobby, haven't gotten a single card in months. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, bro. Blame these losers. I heard the more Pokemon you scalp, the worse your hairline gets. Was this craze still from the COVID era? TCGs blew up during COVID, but no. You can't blame this on, like, the COVID hysteria around cards. This is truly just the state of, like, everything. It's not just cards. There's scalpers for literally everything. Fucking Nitos, Burger King collabs, McDonald's collabs, Popeyes collabs, everything. That one was extraordinarily stinky. I could actually smell the fumes coming from the cameraman scalper here. Just listening to him speak was painful. He's in like a perpetual fugue state as he's bouncing around trying to grab Pokemon product to scalp. And then he runs into a bigger scalper. As Qui-Gon Jinn said, there's always a bigger fish. And then he starts groveling, begging for some One Piece cards. And then that fucking twerp is like, I only got 6. I can't part with any of these. I only got a measly 6. And then the rest of his card is littered with Pokemon. So you know no normal family is actually going to be able to get their hands on it because it's been cleaned out already first thing in the morning from these assholes. And of course, it's not slowing down. Some places are enforcing limits, others aren't. There needs to be limits in place. They need to stand by them. I promise you, the inventory will still move. You will still have Pokemon products flying off the shelves, even with a limit in place. You can just see the mile-long lines that are building every place that does have limits, so you can at least do the bare minimum of ensuring these scumbags can't just make off with the entirety of the inventory themselves. At least you can spread it out, and maybe there's a slim chance that an actual collector or family gets their hands on some. limits should be normal when it comes to these products because it's just completely fucking out of control from all these scalpers that are sweeping like a plague. Anyway, just needed to clown on them again. That's really about it. See ya. Boy howdy, I can't believe it. The title is not clickbait. This is big. Color me blue and call me a smurf. I'm looking real stupid right now because I've been quite the Scrooge humbugging saying that it'll never happen. They'll never release the Epstein files. And look what happens. Random Friday evening, they drop these puppies. Oh, you know, the same Epstein files that the government also tried to say aren't real are actually a huge hoax and you're an idiot if you believe in them. They're like the Tooth Fairy or something. No such thing. Oh, well, here's those Epstein files that we said not long ago weren't real, by the way. Finally, all of the information on all of these evil pedophiles right here at our fingertips. We get one sentence and then pretty much everything else redacted. And this isn't some isolated incident where I'm cherry-picking shit. The bulk of these files are heavily redacted and heavily doesn't even do it justice. It's so beyond that. Like, it is redacted to a comical degree where it would be laughable if it wasn't just so blatantly evil. Like, look at the thumbnail here. You could close your eyes and see the same thing that these files show you, which is just nothing. Darkness. I always said if they do release it, it'll probably be heavily redacted. I didn't even expect it to be this extreme. This is crazy. They don't even let like a couple of like rogue words fly, like random like the or and. It's all just blacked out emptiness. They released hundreds of pages of it's unfucking believable. Yeah, we've really got these evil pedophiles on the ropes now that the most transparent administration in history has dropped these puppies fresh on our laps here. Look at this. Wow. We've really got them now. We've got them cornered. Surely they'll be held accountable with this out there.
We'll talk about blacking out. I don't know if I can get a close-up of my phone. This is one of the documents that the Justice Department released. It's 100 pages.
Right.
This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see. It's all black. It's just 100 pages of redaction. That's the transparency we're getting here.
Right, and I'll point to...
This is like the LaCroix of Epstein files, where it's the idea of the files themselves, not actually providing anything. Imagine scrolling through those 100 pages of just pure void emptiness. What the fuck? That is absurd. Now, it's not just these empty files that they plopped out there in the open. They did also provide a lot of new photos that show people like Bill Clinton with Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell, as well as like Chris Tucker, even Michael Jackson. Like there were a large amount of photos that weren't previously public. And in those photos, there are individuals whose identity is redacted. They have like the giant black square over them. They've been censored. And I thought that was supposed to be for victims, you know? But according to what I read, this actually comes from Fox News. They said the Justice Department redacted the names and identifiers of victims. Fox News Digital has learned that the same redaction standards were applied to politically exposed individuals and government officials. What the fuck? Why would those same redaction standards be applied to politically exposed individuals? That's like the most important individual to be exposed in these Epstein files. Why would that under any circumstances be suitable for a redaction? That's fucking crazy. So, like, they can just be censored out like it's fucking Super Smash Bros. Melee when you're about to unlock a new fighter through, like, a challenge approaching you. Why? That makes no sense. That should just be reserved solely for the victims here. I don't understand, if this is true, why they would be able to redact that kind of information on politically exposed individuals. And it doesn't apply to all politically exposed individuals, clearly, because Bill Clinton is completely unmasked here. He is just, like, raw out in the open in these photos, as well as others, like I mentioned. So it was, I guess there was exceptions for some of them. I'm not exactly sure how the ruling all worked. There's like a bunch of like nuance to it here. It's very confusing, but under no circumstances should there have been exceptions for these politically exposed individuals in the Epstein files and photos. That's really peculiar, and that really seems extremely corrupt because they should all be going to jail. Like, take, for example, Bill fucking Clinton here. This guy's like the Ronald McDonald to Jeffrey Epstein's empire of child sex trafficking. This guy is in so many photos with so much evidence to support how deeply involved he was as a client. We now have even more photos of him, and still nothing has happened to Bill Clinton. The only person with more photographs with Jeffrey Epstein and Maxwell is Trump. And speaking of Trump, He is doing everything in his power to ensure Maxwell has the easiest time imaginable. Maxwell, the only person, by the way, who has ever faced even an iota of punishment for all of the innumerable, unthinkable, heinous crimes with Jeffrey Epstein's empire of child sex trafficking, the only person who faced even the slightest punishment, he has now ensured went from a prison to a fucking summer camp where she gets to, like, pet training service dogs now, and she lives luxuriously there. It's pretty weird. I think it's very odd that these files are so heavily redacted. I think there's also a very good chance that the photos released were probably not the entire kit and caboodle. I would bet there were probably even more photos that we don't have access to and have probably been completely burned and buried somewhere that just don't exist anymore. That would be my guess. And if you're wondering about any new photos of Trump with Jeffrey Epstein or Maxwell, there's not really anything new there, but he does appear in a few of these photos they released, like this one where there is a framed photo of him with Jeffrey Epstein and Melania in between, as well as this right here where you can see two different pictures of Trump in the drawer. So overall, no like new photos of them together, but there is a framed one and a couple in that drawer, so he did like to keep photos of Trump around of the two when they hung out. And it's hard to say if there's any new evidence there because there isn't anything new in the files themselves since it's all fucking redacted. So the only thing like new here are some of these photographs, which also are redacted. And while I thought it was supposed to be reserved solely for victims, it seems as though there is the potential that it was also used to hide politically exposed individuals. I don't know if that's 100% confirmed or not, but there is now a lot of hoopla saying that this doesn't comply with what was actually sought, and they are looking to pursue further action because they redacted so much that they weren't allowed to. So I guess we'll see how it all shakes out, but holy shit, I still cannot believe what they released here in the state that it is. I can't believe they thought this would go over well with literally anybody to release hundreds of pages of pure redactions. That's unbelievable. But as far as the new photos go, I don't see how that's not actionable to at least try and investigate further. In particular, someone like Bill Clinton, who's here constantly. This guy's popping up like it's Where's Waldo, but he's really easy to spot. I don't understand how, if all of this information has existed for this long, and even in this administration that was denying its existence, why don't they do anything about what they have? I feel like it should warrant, at the very least, some further poking around to see what the fuck was happening here. Like, it just makes no sense to me until you start to realize that all of these people in power, this administration, the previous administration too, who also didn't release anything of substance when it comes to the Jeffrey Epstein case, still nobody's been punished. It's very clear when you realize that there are people on both sides of the political aisle here that are implicated, and should someone like Bill Clinton fall, there's a chance that many others do too that they don't want being exposed. I think that's probably why there's been so little action being taken. It's just so fucking sickening how blatant this corruption is just out in the open. And now with these documents they released, if you can even call them that, it's even more clear as day just how deep this rot goes. It's fucking absurd. Anyway, I had to yap about this a bit. That's it. See ya.
What's up, everybody? It's Critical. I'm playing Soda Drinker Pro for the PC. Let's do this shit. Alright, pretty basic controls. Let's begin. The beach. A lovely place to drink a soda. Lovely is an understatement. This is beautiful. Is that like a pink cyclops spying on me? Just adds to the atmosphere, I suppose. Ooh, nice little swig of soda here. This is just gorgeous. It's like I'm on the beach right now. This is disturbingly realistic. Oh, look at this rock. This is a good-looking rock. Are you thirsty? Would you like a sip of my soda? Where's your mouth? Is this your mouth? Get your thirst quenched, asshole. Now it's my turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now you can go fuck yourself. It's my soda. You're taking huge gulps of it, you son of a bitch. What else do we have on this beach? Some sperm trails in the sky. The sun. Barney's dildo. What is this? Some forsaken soda? I'm here to rescue you.
Bonus soda.
That is music to my ears. Some bonus soda. Just look at this. Perfectly serene. I cannot think of another place I'd rather be drinking soda. This right here is why the world exists. This right here is why we exist. This is why existing can exist. This is just a marvelous beach. My goodness. Just so full of life. So full of soda. Oh shit, what happened? Oh, I guess when you finish your soda, you go to the next level. I guess I've entered the chalk zone. Who's got the chalk? Chalk zone. Oh, this soda is dancing for me. Don't worry, darling. Daddy's got you. These are some really nice trees. These are the trees nature wanted. But now we have these fucked up trees in our world. But these are the right trees. This witch's house is the only thing out of place in this calm forest. Seems to have like a volcanic eruption going on up there on the roof. Can I go in here? I guess not. Oh, a little more bonus soda up here. I'll hike up a mountain, no problem. Alright, I can't climb the mountain. That is not so delicious. Oh no, here we go. I just took a bad angle because I'm fucking stupid. Bonus soda, here we come. I'm on top of the world. I'll tell you, all this soda drinking has really worked up a thirst. You have now entered the world of soda. You must always sip on soda. Otherwise it will be treated as high treason. Drinking soda in a weird room. Awesome. Alright. I'm on a paintball course. Drinking soda in space. Now this sounds exciting. Oh shit, I'm falling. Am I still fall? No, alright, I landed on the ground. This is stunning. Oh shit, look at that one just zooming by. That planet thinks he's faster than all the rest. What a douchebag. It's like I'm actually in space right now with my soda. It's everything I've ever wanted. What is this, like a cue ball in billiards? Oh, what the fuck? I don't have to hold down the mouse to get the straw to my mouth. I can just click the mouse and the straw goes right to the correct position. This blasts open the doors to all kinds of future soda drinking possibilities. Oh my goodness, this is a game changer. What the fuck is this over here? Is this bonus soda? How am I supposed to reach that bonus soda? That's really high up there. Is there like a staircase here or something? Am I falling? Oh fuck, I am falling. Oh shit. Better take a sip. I'm just falling into the void of space. Drifting through the emptiness. This is a nice view of our solar system though. This is still a good time for some nice soda drinking here. This opportunity only comes once in a lifetime. You know what? As long as I have my soda with me, everything's gonna be honky-dory. The planets may be getting further and further away, but I'm getting closer and closer to enlightenment through soda. I'm going to get an erection, and then I'm gonna pour soda on my wiener, so that way my dick can have a taste of this soda as well. The planets are almost completely out of the picture here. The planets are completely out of the picture now. I'm just gonna fucking finish this soda. Now it's just space. Drinking soda in a castle. That is a mushroom. Alright. What am I standing on, like a giant dartboard here? This is a fucking shitty castle. Who lives in this castle? King Ass Cheek II of the Ass Cheeks dynasty? Drinking soda in a mouth. A little behind the scenes action here, alright, some insider access. This what the fuck? Person should really see a dentist. These teeth are extraordinary. A mouth nipple. Seen it a million times. This is undoubtedly a human mouth we're in. Alright, there's also some vagina lips inside of this mouth. That is a long fall from the tongue to the teeth. I would definitely get a boo-boo if I fell down there. Maybe even drop my soda. That would be an absolute jar of fuck. Drinking a refreshing soda before a convention. Alright. Look at this convention. Oh shit, whoa, what the fuck? Allow me to explain these graphs. The green line represents the number of titties suitable for milking over the last 10 years. The other two lines represent shit holes that currently exist on the planet. This pie chart, it doesn't show us anything here. The arrow is pointing to blue. So, there you go. Now this one here is probably the most important. This is the blueprint for the roller coaster I'm planning on opening on the moon. So, it's a little sneak preview here for everyone at the convention. These fucking chairs are huge. Who is attending this convention? Godzilla and friends? Drinking a soda by an empty pool. Now we're talking. This pool is empty. Drinking a soda in the creepy woods at night. This sounds scary. Oh shit, look at this. Heads of broccoli everywhere. Oh wait, what the fuck? Why is the bonus soda way up there? How the fuck am I supposed to get to that? What is this? Like a fucking magic wand? What is it trying to stir here? There's nothing here. At the county fair. I know we're fucking drinking soda there. How am I supposed to get that bonus soda? Do they expect me to just, like, shoot the soda at the ground and use it as a jetpack? That'd just be a giant waste of soda. Is this piece of cabbage selling the food here? You did it. You drank all 10 sodas. You are no longer thirsty. Thank you for playing. No, thank you for making Soda Drinker Pro. I've always wanted to drink soda everywhere imaginable. Alright, well, I'm done playing this. Well, that's the end of this video. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. See ya.
Oh, I love the Masked Magician. Little did they know the Masked Magician is actually Billy the Exterminator. And winning a car.
Into a Lamborghini.
Whoa!
Making a soda can float through the air.
Well, that's super underwhelming following a... But why are these children's tricks here? You just turned a Bentley into a Lamborghini and then you show me how to make a soda can twirl?
Right before.
Thank you, ladies. This is the coffin of Houdini.
The assistance of Magician's final resting place.
Wouldn't that be quite the season opener to just have the Masked Magician get sliced in half for real?
A moment to get himself comfortable.
That'd be pretty fucking wild.
Uncomfortably 30 seconds to escape.
But the magician has already traded places with a death row inmate who will now be executed. Oh god, no! Masked Magician, no!
Worth of tricks to expose.
Man, this narrator sucks.
He didn't save this trick for his big finish.
He sounds like me when I first wake up.
One stone. Or
oh no,
one giant blade.
He's been killed.
Looks like the masked man is
but we still have an hour to go, and I'm under contract.
We should see some proof that he's age.
There's another copy of the magician inside of the box.
Supposedly lie down into a secret compartment.
Oh, you liar! Animatronic.
The secret here is that a body double has climbed into the box before the illusion began. Secret compartment.
That sucks. I'd hate to have that job. Like being the ass on the horse costume for Halloween.
By the stalks.
I know how to do this trick. And then he flicks it back.
Plain view and makes a few magical waves with his hand.
Chris Angel taught me this one. It's on the back of his thumb. It was taped.
Without so much as a hint of sawdust.
You liar, fucking loser. I know how you did that.
The magician places the toothpick.
Yeah, if you're 8 years old.
And
I used to do this in middle school.
But not toothpick into the pocket in the tape. This action
What's
is
something
normally
I would do if
concealed
I
by
actually
fingers
had
of his
magical
right hand.
powers is I would do all of these tricks, but do them for real. So I'd set it up the same way, but then I'd actually make the toothpick just fucking
Now,
vanish, and I'd
just
blow
slowly
everyone
open his
away.
hand so you can see
They
through
wouldn't
the
believe
window
me, and I
pit.
could totally keep it a secret like it's a
There
trick,
it
but
is,
it'd be real magic.
Stuck along the backside of his thumb.
That'd be like
From
some
the
real
front,
meta shit that only
you can't
God
see a
and I
thing.
would laugh about.
Vanishing
Bentley turns into a Lamborghini.
Can you turn a Jetta into a Lamborghini, or does it only work with a Bentley? Asking for a friend.
The magician is visible above the top of his
This
hand.
is where one man commits the cardinal sin of
Takes the scissors
revealing how
and
magic
cuts
tricks are
straight through
performed.
the short loop.
Imbued with the
When he
power of
separates the
Satan
pieces,
and
it appears
capitalism,
the long rope has been
he
sliced
breaks
in
the
two.
laws for the sake of money.
Pretty sneaky, if you ask me.
If I remember
carefully
correctly,
conceals
though,
them as he
and someone
slides
can
the
correct me if
long
I'm
rope
wrong, if we
through.
have any like really
No
aspiring
one bothers to
magicians
look
in
at
here.
his closed fist.
This show created a lot of controversy in the magic community, and the
that's how it
magicians were
creates the
genuinely
illusion
upset with
of
this.
restoring a rope.
And the magician who did this was kind of like a 2-bit guy. His name was like Al Pacino. Well, it definitely wasn't
And
Al
now,
Pacino, but it was
the
like
magician
Val
will
something.
perform another classic illusion. It's his girls under the sheets.
Ooh, that's an
The assistants
innuendo.
raise the sheet for a moment.
And then all of a sudden, it's 6 Playboy models, and the magician is sporting a full erection. But how did he do it?
And the assistants cover the girl.
They've been transformed into 9 strong dudes.
There she is. She's gone. Vanished in an instant.
Sacrificed.
Leaving behind the... Don't worry, she doesn't go far.
She was never really there.
This sequence. This black headpiece. When flipped in this position,
What?
it takes the place of the girl's head.
Isn't that what Charles Xavier uses to read Newton's mind from a distance?
Flips up the false head. We can see that it is actually hollow, allowing plenty of room for the girl.
Ah, yes. Plenty of room,
With
they
her legs
say.
on one side, the girl is able to arch
How
her
comfy.
back and squeeze into the other half in the platform.
What a great gig for minimum
When the
wage.
magician pulls back the sheet,
And how he makes an orchestra disappear.
Watch the masked magician execute a mariachi band live on TV.
but the women he wants to impress tonight are WWE divas. Eve
They're
and
not
Maria.
here. He holds up a picture of 2 Twitch streamers that he likes. This is for you, girls. I'm gonna make you appear in my car.
The magician is going to attempt to
Just
turn
fucking
these
sucks
photos
him out of the
divas
streams right now.
into the real thing. He's prepared for anything.
The car has already been transformed
The assistants cover
into a
up the
pickup
Bentley.
truck.
The magician
On
steps
fire.
forward.
But what you don't see is the Bentley is escaping down a trap door and hiding underneath the
The girls
stage.
raise the sheet for a moment, complete with WWE divas Eve and Maria.
Excellent work, Masked Magician.
Now
You've done it
that's
again.
what I call an impressive trick.
I'm going to try that too.
Masked man. Before the trick began, a stagehand backed the Bentley into place.
Cool trick.
Notice how much larger it is. Sitting behind the wheel is a stagehand. Say hi, Mom.
No!
The stunning wrestling star.
Legendary magician, super normal
waiting
guy?
Inside the Lamborghini.
And the car drives
This
away.
is when the magician carefully stands to the left side of the frame, blocking our view of what's really happening.
Yep.
While he blocks
That's
the
easy.
left edge of the sheet, the Bentley is simply driven away.
Genius.
As soon as it's gone,
Superstar walks through a
In
great
those
wall of
crates are
steel.
Amazon workers being transported to the
When
next
magic's
warehouse
biggest
for them to be
secrets finally
abused.
revealed,
And the magician
return.
is just a cog in the machine. Hold on. Oh, it's impossible!
it begins to rise.
No!
Must be highly
Science said it
carbonated
couldn't be
soda.
done.
This cup sticks to the can.
I remember when I was a
and the
kid, I
magician
used to
is
go to
ready
these
create
magic
the
shops
illusion
that
the
had
can
shit
is
like this.
floating. From
I
this
had
angle,
one of those. I probably still
you can
have
see
it
that all
somewhere.
he's doing is lifting the can with his thumb.
So if you see me start a stream
His
by
fingers
making a soda
outstretched,
can
all the
float for
magician has
money,
to do is
know
use
that
a
I'm
little
very
bit of
desperate.
pantomime. A curtain is going up.
And the Lord has
back
now
down.
claimed 4 more souls today. This is so fucking stupid.
The magician gestures
Man, if
for
I
the
paid
curtain
for
to
a
go
show
back
where a
up.
magician did this, I would get up in anger and spit.
Still playing.
That's impossible!
Still classing up the joint.
We saw them vanish.
So the masked magician.
What you don't know is the
pulled off
masked
another
magician has collapsed the multiverse on top of itself, taking us from a reality where they're
So
playing
what
to one where
really
they're not,
happened when the
and then
magician
back to where they're
allegedly
playing.
Made the orchestra the orchestra platform is built on a rotating axle. Behind the stage is
It's
a gang
so
of burly
elaborate.
stagehands. One
Ah, what a
quarter
trick.
turn.
I can't wait to perform this one at my middle school lunch tables.
Here's the move again from above.
No, I think I understood it, but yes, thank you. This is a good angle. It's like a Wes Anderson film.
The stairs. Now his other hand.
What? Max Magician, no!
And his entire body.
Oh, it's just like an Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Is it possible that he's mastered Houdini's secret of dematerialization?
No, he's mastered Flash's secret of vibrating really fast.
But the doubters in our...
Oh god, no. That's not his hand. It's a ghost.
It appears as though the magician is poking his hands through the fabric.
He's not, though.
Desperately trying to, again, to protect the secret of his rematerialization.
Yeah, God forbid that gets out.
Will he make it through the wall of steel?
I certainly hope so. I'm on the edge of my goddamn seat here.
Industrial-sized can opener.
No.
Slowly passing through the solid steel.
He's coming home.
I'm not
When magic's biggest
I don't know if I can handle this reveal. This might be too much for my little reptile brain. The secret is we used 9 masked magicians.
Shipping containers.
And we really did break him down particle by particle and assemble him on the other side.
Meanwhile,
but then,
he's busy
where's the
slipping
double
through
go?
another trapdoor and down into the stairs he used to climb up onto the platform on the other side of the wall. Whenever magical assistants are wheeling
It's
stairs
genius!
around, you can be shut by the light.
This is
But
pathetic.
From the front,
Yikes.
It appears he's passing right through the steel.
Well, it's effective.
Next, he climbs back into his secret
That would
hiding place
mystify a
so that the
4-year-old.
cube is empty when
Man, if I was a successful magician and this is the kind of shit I had to do, I'd be embarrassed.
The steel containers?
Charlie, how did you do that trick?
You can see
I
that
curled
only
up into a
one
ball
of each
underneath a set of
assistant's arms
stairs
is
made out of plastic and asbestos.
That's because their other arms
Oh, cool.
are hidden behind the panel with their hands pushing on the fabric. The effect of the hands pushing on the fabric is so startling, the audience doesn't even stop to think it could be the assistant's hands and not the magician's.
The idea never even crossed my
As soon as
mind!
they get the signal that the magician is safely inside the
Magic! Mind
they remove
freak!
the panel and attach the shades to the cube.
Oh, good lord! He's mastered the art of flight. Just like fiber in my colon, the YouTube algorithm works in mysterious ways, and today it plopped out a little something special onto my homepage. A beautiful little nugget that highlighted a scam that I would have never even imagined as a possibility. A YouTuber named Falfin, whom hasn't uploaded in 6 years, came out of nowhere from the top turnbuckle and delivered a smackdown onto a nutrition brand that had a protein powder that they were hawking that isn't quite what it seems. Now, if you read the title of this video, it says this company sold cake batter as protein powder. That title is admittedly a little misleading, because cake batter is probably more nutritious than what they were parading around as protein powder and selling. It is a homemade label, and in that little screenshot there I showed you, the keen observers out there, the astute viewers, may have noticed that there's a bit of a big typo on that nutrition label. Instead of dietary fiber, it's dietati fiber. So this is not like a real label, and it actually gives me similar vibes to like the OG pink sauce shenanigans. So it turns out, we're gonna go through this video together, that this nutrition brand had this protein powder that was not as advertised, and it certainly didn't have the macros that it was pretending that it did.
If you're into fitness and live in Northern California, there's a decent chance you've heard of Holmes Nutrition. Anyone that has tried Holmes Nutrition protein powder would say the following 2 things about it. 1, that it's the most delicious protein powder they've ever had, and 2, that it tastes just like cake batter. The powder itself even advertises how it's great for baking. 1 scoop has 22 grams of protein and only 3 grams of sugar, but it tastes so much like cake batter that someone got suspicious.
Now, I'm not familiar with this brand, I've never heard of it before, but it seems like it had a lot of glaze with people praising its flavor in particular. It had great macros, judging by the nutrition label. If you ignore the misspellings of dietary as well as essential amino acids, it seems as though they called them essential amino acids. But if you put that stuff aside, that pesky grammar and spelling, it all looked great. Now, real quick, why you should never ignore something like that on a label is these are extremely important pieces of information to get right. And if there are spelling errors in there, that showcases that something's a bit fishy, something's gone awry. smells stinky. If a label isn't correctly, accurately describing what the contents are in this product that's being consumed, that can be the difference of someone getting sick. People make their decisions on things based on these kind of labels, especially when it comes to people with dietary restrictions. So, if the label can't be trusted, that could be legitimately dangerous for some individuals. This is something you don't fuck with. So, with this in consideration, so many people talking about how closely resembling cake batter the flavor profile was for this brand and how low the sugar was, there was someone on Reddit who, just like my boy George, got a bit curious and decided to send this out to a lab for further testing just to confirm, like, does this actually have the macros that it says it does? Is this actually what the label is telling me it is?
This Redditor sent in 3 different flavors of Holmes Nutrition to a lab. They sent samples of chocolate cake, lemon cake, and cinnamon crumb cake to this lab, Certified Laboratories, and all 3 powders came back with the same results. Instead of 22 grams of protein, this protein powder had 21 grams of carbs instead and only 3.4 grams of protein per scoop.
Boy, howdy, that's quite a bit different than what the label says is contained in that product. It's a far cry from what's advertised with this protein powder. 3 grams of protein is shockingly low. I could fart into your mouth and you get more protein from my ass than you would from this powder. For comparison, let's take a peek at Betty Crocker, just the most popular packaged cake mix. You get 1 less gram of protein in the package, but if you prepare it as you're supposed to, you would actually get 1 more gram of protein from preparing a fucking Betty Crocker cake than you would from drinking a Holmes protein shake here using this. It's like the LaCroix of protein powder, where it's the idea of protein. It's so weird. Like, I cannot believe how little protein there appears to be in this product based on the lab results here. 3 grams is actually shockingly low. I know I've already said that, but I am stunned because I would think, like, even if you were trying to make some, like, misleading product here, you would think that there'd be a little more protein in that, just even accidentally. Somehow, it's like they went in there and intentionally removed all of the protein they could possibly find. Like, you could eat a handful of grass and probably get more nutrition out of that. When I went back to the original Reddit post, it seems like this was a very popular brand of protein powder, at least in the local area. For years, Holmes Nutrition has been a well-known local name, someone everyone preached about as being legit because he's friends with so many people, but recent lab results show that the product has been severely mislabeled, sold under the appearance of a higher quality protein powder than it actually contains. I personally have been buying Holmes Nutrition for over 4 years, believing I was getting a high-quality product. People I know have even picked up their protein directly from his house, trusting they were buying from someone who cared about his customers. Instead, they were handed a product that didn't come close to meeting its advertised nutrition claims. And in the comment section, both here, on the YouTube video, and even in other places like on Facebook and stuff, and other like Instagram and things, there were tons of people talking about how long they've been purchasing this product. They've been loyal to this brand for years. And when you are trying to better your health and fitness, one thing you do is keep track of things like macros. So people were buying this and working it into their daily routine as part of their macros and their nutritional goals in order to hit what they wanted, to achieve what they were setting out to achieve. But they were being misled the whole time. They weren't getting near their protein threshold that they were looking to hit. And in some cases, you could even make an argument it was hurting consumers, as you're going to see more in this video here and in the original Reddit post. Because this is incorrectly labeled, there were people buying this product that probably shouldn't have because of like blood sugar spiking and stuff like that. This is why these labels are extremely important, because someone who's like diabetic needs this information. They rely on this information so that way they don't end up putting themselves in a dangerous position by consuming something that they shouldn't. So when this product gets tested in a lab and turns out it's not even close to what's being advertised with it and the label doesn't reflect what's actually in there at all, it becomes a huge problem, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this brand sued. Honestly, huge W to the Redditor here who decided to take it upon themselves to send this out to labs to confirm if this really is what Holmes Nutrition says it is. I think that was a very important thing to do.
I've been absolutely obsessed with getting buff and working out. I was lifting at the gym 5 days a week, and of course, I was hitting my protein macros each and every day. Or so I thought. So you can imagine my absolute despair and nausea when I found out that my favorite protein powder that I had been using for years was not even protein powder at all. Just a sweet batter mix with trace amounts of protein. An egg, a single egg, has double the amount of protein than my protein powder had. The protein powder I was spending $75 per bag on.
Oof. Yeah, protein powder's not cheap. So it seems like, based on the available information here, Holmes Nutrition was like the cheapest fucking cake batter type mix you could find, and packaged and then charged a fucking arm and a leg for it. She's right. A single egg is double what you were getting from the fucking Holmes protein powder. I'm giggling, but it's actually diabolical. She has been working out for a long time and believing to be hitting her protein goals thanks to the assistance of something like this protein powder, but turns out this entire time she wasn't, because she wasn't getting the protein she thought she was, because this is complete fucking phony baloney. She'd been schmeckeldorfed by Holmes Nutrition here. If I found out the protein powders I'd been using for the last decade were actually just, pixie dust or something and dirt and sawdust, I would be pissed. I would be extremely upset. And I saw a lot of other comments from people, even outside of the potential dangers of someone consuming this and having a blood sugar spike or something like that because they didn't know or anything like that. Even outside of that, people were taking this and then wondering why they were plateauing or not seeing any improvements when they were hitting the macro goals that they set out to and what should be leading to improvements, thus causing tons of confusion and wondering, well, what's going wrong, without ever suspecting that their protein powder they were relying on was actually the real culprit. It's such a fucking mess.
So first of all, Holmes Nutrition Protein Powder is not sold in big box stores or on Amazon. It's a company created by Sacramento-based bodybuilder Bobby Holmes and his wife. It's only available on its website, holmesnutrition.com. So how did I even find out about this protein powder in the first place? Well, the smoothies that my gym made were fantastic. So one day I peeped at the protein powder they use and I wrote it down and then went home and started buying some.
Her story is one that I saw shared by many others. Apparently, a lot of people found out about Holmes Nutrition through their local gyms that were making protein smoothies there using that powder, and people were just blown away by how great it tasted that they also wanted to find out what the fuck was this protein powder? It tasted just like cake batter, but for only 4 grams of carbs, 3 grams of sugar, 22 grams of protein. Holy shit, $75, I'm losing money not buying it. So people were then buying Holmes Nutrition protein powder. This was the gateway drug here. They believed that they had stumbled across something that was truly unlike the rest. It tasted incredible, and for only 4 grams of carbs, 3 grams of sugar, 22 grams of protein, they were losing money not giving Bobby Holmes 75 clams. Their body was withering away, shrinking and shriveling from atrophy without being fed this holy elixir that tasted just like cake batter, when really the whole time they were deceived.
So for me, I'm one of the lucky ones because this just affects my gains, but for others, this is a major health issue. The Redditor included in their post that they even saw a comment on Bobby's Instagram from someone saying their blood sugar shot up despite the label claiming low sugar and carbs. To make matters worse, in the comments, people were buying this protein for their diabetic family members that have been having issues with their glucose while taking this. And this commenter had real-time data that this protein powder was causing sugar spikes.
Now, these are just Reddit comments, so this could be as real as, my dad works at Bungie and he's gonna have you banned off Minecraft or something. But this is something that is very testable. You can monitor blood sugar spikes. And there are so many people reporting it, I'm willing to believe that that is probably accurate. The lab results are pretty conclusive. There's not a lot of wiggle room for that to be in error. And since we now know, based on that, we can't trust the label, since the label is very inaccurate, we can assume that the ingredients are not properly reflected in what is on that label. So they probably weren't able to achieve this flavor with being low sugar. We know it's not low carb. It advertised 4 grams of carbs. It's actually over 20. The sugar content is also probably higher, which she is about to dive into in just a moment. So I do think that it's probably legitimate claims here that people that were using this product were probably experiencing fluctuations in their blood sugar levels as a result of it, because they were taking it under a false pretense. They were misled thinking that it was low carb, low sugar.
The original post with the lab results were posted on Reddit on March 3rd, 2025. On March 27, they posted an update saying that Holmes Nutrition has removed all of their protein powders from their online store. So when we go to the Holmes Nutrition website, it has the following messages, starting with the bottom being the oldest. Unfortunately, we have encountered an unexpected issue with the manufacturing facility for the protein. Due to the large increase in demand, the current facility was having issues.
The message is still on the site to this day. It's been like this for many months now, and actually, a lot of customers of Holmes Nutrition found out about the potential fraud because they were Googling, where is Holmes Nutrition protein powder? And in Googling that, a lot of people found this Reddit post. So people unintentionally stumbled into this knowledge that their protein powder was severely mislabeled because they were trying to buy more of it. Now, Holmes Nutrition doesn't appear to be acknowledging it in any way, shape, or form. They're kind of plugging their ears to it, putting their head down and just saying, oh, it's temporarily off the shelves because we got to find a manufacturer. You guys just love it so fucking much that we've got to stop selling it online for now while we look for another manufacturer. That's the only reason it's not here right now. I imagine the reason for that is probably obvious. If they did say, like, whoops-a-daisy, you got us, well, we're going to have to start changing our label around to be accurate. Sorry about the inconvenience. They would be sued into fucking oblivion like that. It would be instantaneous. So their only card to play is just ignore it and hope people don't try and, like, pursue further action against them. I don't believe the story that they have to find another manufacturer now. That just seems like a convenient excuse. I don't put any stock into that being truthful. You can't trust their label and you can't trust their word, it seems.
For myself, it was either in March or April of this year, 2025, that I first noticed the products were unavailable on the website and that Holmes was citing manufacturer issues. So since the Reddit post was already up by the time I independently noticed their website, I don't have definitive data to show if the products were pulled down before the post went up or after or in response to this post exposing them. But given the timeline within the post, it seems that these messages on the site were after or in response to this Reddit post. Okay, wait. As I was editing this video, I saw this Instagram post from Diamond Tier Fitness, which is this gym in northern Sacramento, that said it's selling Holmes protein.
So it seems like while it's not available to order directly through their site, they are selling it through local gyms. And the reason for that, at least in my opinion, is that they probably have recognized that people online are a little more privy to the potential falsified nutrition label here, and thus they believe selling their inventory that they have left, which I imagine is probably sizable, they probably have quite a lot in stock that they want to offload. They found the best way to do that would be locally doing it at these gyms where people aren't just going to stand there and start like Googling it right then and there. They'll just be like, oh, this, I'll trust the label. Since we have all been led to believe that labels are accurate, they are supposed to be 100% representative of what is actually the contents of that product. So people are most likely going to be inclined to trust it if they buy it in person, as opposed to online where they might stumble across that Reddit post. So my theory is they're selling through these local gyms because they have all of this inventory that they know they can't really sell online right now. It's a little too hot, hot tub is too hot. So they're doing it locally, hoping that people will be none the wiser and won't look into it past oh, yummy, this tastes great. And that's what I think, at least.
While I was writing out this video and looking at my bag of protein powder, I noticed that the dietary and dietary fiber on the bag is spelled wrong. So this indicates that Bobby and his wife created this nutrition label themselves, which is allowed by the FDA, but does open the door for extreme inaccuracy and lack of trustworthiness in what's claimed on the label. So the FDA does not approve supplements or protein powders, so you're never going to see the FDA approved stamp on any of them. But that doesn't mean they are exempt from the FDA's labeling regulations. They still have to follow the FDA labeling laws.
That was fascinating to me because I didn't know that you could just make your own labels for the product. I knew protein powders weren't FDA approved. I think most people in the fitness space do recognize that. But I didn't know you could still just make your own fucking labels and just pull numbers out of your ass here. I mean, you can't. As you mentioned, you still have to follow, like, the labeling laws. But I still thought you couldn't even just do that as, like, you know, some goober sitting at your home computer and typing it all out. I still thought it would have to go through something a little more official for something like that.
In addition, it includes non-dairy creamer as an ingredient, but pursuant to the Code of Federal Regulations, Title 21, Section 101.4b, if an ingredient is made from 2 or more ingredients, it must declare the established common or usual name of the ingredient, followed by a parenthetical listing of all ingredients that ingredient is made of. So, this has more ingredients that make up that non-dairy creamer, like vegetable oil or possibly even dipotassium phosphate, which are common ingredients in non-dairy creamer that are just not listed in the ingredients list. Additionally, it says cane sugar as an ingredient, so we know there are added sugars, but it just lists sugars, 3 grams. The Code of Federal Regulations, Title 21, Section 101.9 specifies that added sugars must be declared separately from total sugars and include the percent daily value. So, not only is the protein and carb content completely misstated, but there are just so many problems with pretty much every aspect of the packaging.
Yeah, to me, that's kind of a slam dunk right there. There's not a whole lot of argument that Holmes Nutrition could possibly make for why they wouldn't fully list out the ingredients there that make up that creamer, nor why they didn't separate sugars and added sugars. Well, the reason they wouldn't do the added sugars is because it would look a lot worse. There's probably a lot of added sugars in there, which is how they're able to achieve that cake batter-like taste that they're so famous for, most likely. So, her looking at the ingredients there and showcasing how it's not exactly compliant with the established protocol, I think is a very strong piece of evidence that this is all fucking bogus. That what Holmes Nutrition has done here is just reprehensible. And it could be just downright dangerous. And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it has opened them up to lawsuits. The lab tests are pretty hard to argue against as well, where it confirms that the protein, the carbs, all of that is just drastically wrong. So how the fuck could Holmes Nutrition even come up with an excuse? They really can't, which is why I believe they're not. That's probably why they're just radio silent and just selling locally through gyms now, it seems. Now, in the original Reddit post, they believed that the lab results indicated the presence of amino-spiking. Falfin, however, disagreed with that notion, and there's a whole segment Falfin dedicates to proving why she believes it's not necessarily amino-spiking here, and I highly recommend you check out her whole video so you can see her piece on that. I will, however, show you her conclusion for why she believes there's such a discrepancy between the lab results, protein, and what's listed on the bag here.
Amino-spiking would still show up as protein in lab tests, so the lab test listed would not be showing only 11% protein on the results if it was amino-spiked. This lab test specifically uses the Kjeldahl method, which would still read high protein. Given these facts, I disagree with the original poster that Holmes is using amino-spiking. To me personally, it really just seems like we just have a complete misrepresentation of the protein versus carbs content, and that the nutrition and ingredients label is just simply wrong. I'm not a lawyer or a judge, so I can't say whether this was intentionally deceptive or just severe incompetence.
Given what she explains with amino-spiking, which I wasn't entirely knowledgeable on in the protein powder space, I think she did a good job of explaining why she believes this isn't the result of amino-spiking, and I agree with her conclusion that it probably is just grossly mislabeled. And while I understand it's impossible to say if it's intentionally, maliciously done this way, or if it's just them being extremely fucking stupid, like they're all just bumbling morons over there at the Holmes Nutrition HQ, I feel like, given all of the other factors at play here, to me personally, it feels like it probably is this way by design. It feels like they are intentionally trying to make this product appear as though it's something that it's not, knowing full well when people try it, they're going to love the flavor, and since they see these great macros on the back, they're going to be like a lifelong customer, as you've seen from so many other commenters and so many other people speaking up about like how betrayed they feel for years spent buying this product. So I feel like it's probably by design, but of course I can't say that with 100% certainty, but regardless, it's a huge fucking problem.
So I know this was a long video, but I just had to talk about this. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm just a person that is angry and wants other people to be aware of this. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening to what I have to say. I hope you have a great day and that you don't find out that you were scammed by your protein powder.
She also had a segment in here where she was mentioning other protein players in the space that were facing legal hot water being sued because of mislabeled products, that maybe didn't have as much protein as the label said. So, like, there is a precedent set where you can't just completely fucking lie about how much protein is in your product. Now, as for whether or not Holmes Nutrition is going to face any legal ramifications, who really knows? But really, this was a very interesting video. Falfin mentions she's not a YouTuber. She was just a victim of this scam and wanted to alert others to it as well. And it's not something that she's doing just trying to fish for clicks or farm a drama or something like that. She was buying this protein powder for years, wasting hundreds of dollars over the course of this period of time, and she's far from the only one. You can see tons and tons of testimonials from people claiming that they've been buying this for years, spending upwards of like $2,000 over the course of this period of time, all under the belief that this product was helping them achieve their health and fitness goals, when really the truth of it appears to be, based on the lab results, that it was actually hampering those goals. It was actively working against them. That fucking sucks. Like, that's terrible. That's a degenerate scam right there, based on all available information. So, I just found this to be so interesting. Falfin absolutely crushed it on this video here. I know she says she's not a YouTuber, but I'm curious if she's going to do any other content in the future, because this was just really well made. And hats off to the Redditor who did the initial investigating in the beginning, sending this to a lab, being alerted to the fact that something is just awry here. It's a bit fishy, and then decided to follow through on an investigation to make sure that, everything was above board here. And then what they found out, they shared with, the world. So that way other people weren't getting, misled by it anymore. So, yeah, anyway, I just had to yap about this one. That's really about it. So, yeah. There are certain subjects I make a lot of content covering. There are just a handful of topics that always wiggle their way underneath my skin and grease my cheeks, and I can't fight the urge to yap about them, like a dog chasing a mailman, just going around barking at it. And one of them, one of the biggest, is people using Christianity as a means to exploit and abuse others. Corrupt pastors that are using the faith as a tool for their own self-gain and self-interest. I find it to be vile, evil, and unforgivable. So over the years, I've made tons of videos covering these instances. And just a couple days ago, I made that video going over Robert Morris. This demon was the former spiritual advisor to Donald Trump. He was also a Texas megachurch turbo pastor who recently pled guilty to molesting a 12-year-old girl numerous times. And he only got 6 months in jail for this. He is now out of jail and will be serving the next 9.5 years on probation in his luxury property. Now, maybe you can call me short and ugly, but I gotta tell you, I'll be honest with you sports fans, that doesn't sound like justice to me. That doesn't sound like punishment that fits the crime of molesting a 12-year-old girl numerous times. I feel like that should have been life in prison. But he got 6 months. I already blabbered about that out the wazoo, and I'm not here to just do it again. I wanted to do something a little different, because Robert Morris was Trump's former spiritual advisor. I want to show you his current spiritual advisor, because I truly think this administration is normalizing the epidemic of fake Christians that are just using the faith as a tool for their own enrichment. I believe it is full-blown, fucking full frontal, dangling right in your face, obvious blasphemy. It's not subtle, it's unapologetic. I mean, Jiminy Christmas, Trump was hawking and is still actively hawking Trump Bibles. Expensive Bibles for like 60 clams with Trump's name on them and numerous variants of it. They range in price from $60 up to $1,000, and also a little fun tiddlywink of lore here. They're printed in China. So they're made for less than $3 per Bible, yet he jacks the price up to $60 for the lowest plebeian edition of his Bible. But it goes all the way up to $1,000 for the one that has Trump's signature on the inside cover. Like, I just don't know how that's defensible from any real Christians. That is just completely unacceptable. These frauds worship Trump more than God. It's like textbook idolatry with the way they talk about and discuss Trump. Like, Nicki Minaj is a great example. She's a wonderful case study for this. She spent a significant amount of time squatting on top of the orb of confusion and debasing herself publicly, slurping for this administration, and eventually got in their good graces and received a Donald Trump signed Holy Bible, calling it one of the most meaningful gifts she's ever received. Which is ridiculous, because Nicki Minaj has been very vocal about her faith in recent time. And I feel like anyone who is legitimately very proud of their faith as a Christian would receive a gift like that and be disgusted. There are some Bibles that get signed by like a pastor or someone who is genuinely in the faith and an active community member in Christianity in the local churches. That is something that I am very familiar with. That was something that I had seen when I was going to church, but they weren't sold. They were given to members of the congregation, and it was always just like, enjoy your Bible, or like, I hope I hope this resonates with you, and then signed by the pastor. This is Donald Trump planting his fucking name on top of the Holy Bible, literally going through the word Bible with his signature, making it seem as though he's the most important part of this gift, not the Bible itself. And yet Nicki Minaj is like, oh my god, it's amazing. Nicki Minaj, by the way, whose husband is a registered sex offender, and her older brother is in the slammer serving 25 to life for sexually assaulting an 11-year-old child. Now, I'm not here just to talk about the Trump Bible. Like I said, I want to focus on his current spiritual advisor, Paula White, because I think she is the perfect example of this phenomenon and is serving to normalize this practice.
Wherever I go, God rules. When I walk on White House grounds, God walks on White House grounds. I had every right and authority to declare the White House as holy ground because I was standing there, and where I stand is holy.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God. And I won't do that.
This is a montage that kind of blew up a few months ago. A lot of people have seen this, and it shows some of Paula White Kane's more recent highlights about how she can declare the White House as holy ground because she walked there and God walks with her. And also, she proudly proclaims that saying no to Trump would be like saying no to God, and she's never going to do that. I had the longer section saved, but now that video's taken down, so I can't show you the whole context of that statement, but from what I recall, she was talking about how Trump has basically been chosen by God, so when Trump asked her, to come aboard, saying no to Trump in that position would have been like saying no to God, which she refuses to do. That is an outrageous thing to say. That is genuinely, by all possible definitions and interpretations, blasphemous. To say that kind of statement about saying no to a man is like saying no to God, you are putting that person on this pedestal that they are equal to God. That is like a big no-no in the faith. It's fucking unhinged. And yet, nobody calls her out on that in the administration. All of these supposed Christians have no problem with her saying things like that and acting this way. It's baffling. Well, it's actually not baffling when you stop to realize that none of them actually care about Christianity. They are using it. To them, it is nothing more than a tool to be utilized to get people latched onto their bosom. Because if they can convince people that what they're doing is righteous and chosen by God, then people would be afraid to go against it, thinking that they have to fall in line, otherwise they've deviated from the path of the Lord. That's their whole tactic. That is the playbook that they're using. It is sickening. And it's working for them. It's working extremely well for them. Like just yesterday, Paula White had this to say about President Trump and his experience and how similar it is to our Lord and Savior.
But the truth of it is you are here because of God and because of you. And I just wanted to share this thought and pray over President Trump. Jesus taught us so many lessons through his death, burial, and resurrection. He showed us great leadership, great transformation requires great sacrifice. And Mr. President, no one has paid the price like you have paid the price. It almost cost you your life. You were betrayed and arrested and falsely accused. It's a familiar pattern that our Lord and Savior showed us. But it didn't end there for him, and it didn't end there for you. God always had a plan. On the third day, he rose, he defeated evil, he conquered death, hell, and the grave. And because he rose, we all know that we can rise. And sir, because of his resurrection, you rose up. Because he was victorious, you were victorious. And I believe that the Lord said to tell you this. Because of his victory, you will be victorious in all you put your hand to.
Comparing Trump's journey to that of Jesus Christ. Wow. Powerful stuff, Paula. You know, when you put it that way, and I really stopped to marinate and stew, giving it a lot of thought, I actually think that my life's journey is pretty similar to that of Master Chief's. Huh. Isn't that some shit? Now, I know I've mentioned this a couple times in the past when covering people like Paula. I am not as spiritual as I used to be. Growing up, I was very, very religious. As I said, I got baptized twice because I was concerned that God may have been AFK for the first one, and I wanted to make sure that, he had front row seats and popcorn ready for the second one, just in case. So I came in there with the round 2 for the Jumbotron. It was a huge part of my life. And even though I'm not as spiritual now as I was then, I still care deeply for it. And seeing that this is becoming so common now is just gross. It's so fucking abhorrent. Paula White Cain is a televangelist demon. Her whole career is built off of begging for money from her followers. And she still actively does that while being the spiritual advisor to Donald Trump. In fact, her 2026 Unleashed conference, she had this wonderful moment.
Because I'm telling you, there's an anointing of release right now. I want $100,000 to come in. I want $100,000. There are 10 people that could give $10,000. There's 100 people that could give $1,000.
How selfless, how noble. She wants $100,000. Fork it over. Cough it up, guys. Where's the $100,000? I know I said that she begs for money, but it's actually more accurate to say that she demands money. And she tries to present it as though if you don't give money to her, you are doing a disservice in the eyes of the Lord. This is a common tactic used by televangelists that have done this for many, many moons now, but very few of them have the same kind of power and influence that Paula White Cain does. One notable person that I'm sure a lot of you have heard of and someone that I've made a couple videos on is Kenneth Copeland. He is the guy who's very open about how important it is that he has his private jet. So keep giving him money. He's the pastor and the Lord needs him to have a private jet, so give him money. Paula White Cain is cut from that same cloth. She is still actively doing this and demanding money from people in her church, and it is just disgusting.
Get a check, make it payable to Paula White Ministry. There are people that are watching right now. If you say, I don't have it, give $100. Bring up a sacrificial seed. This isn't for me. This is about kids that will die without you being obedient. This is about kids who are going to be minstrels and instruments and warriors and mighty for God. This is about kids who are going to make a difference. I'm not going to take everybody's blessing. Come on. I'm going to tell you, get a seed of sacrifice. There's only 3 envelopes. I'm not moving. I'm not going to lay hands on people till you're obedient. Get out of your seat. Come on and come bring up a seed. Because I'm telling you, there's an anointing of release right now. I want $100,000.
She says verbatim that there are kids that will die without you being obedient and giving her money. Oh no, the money is not about me. It's about these kids. We need the $100,000 now. If you can't afford that, the $1,000, then give $100. You gotta give something. If you don't give something, you're a bad person for it. You don't want to be a bad person, do you? Well, come give Paula White Cain some money. It is something that she has done her whole life.
And I believe that when you honor God on Passover, starting on April 12th at sundown through Good Friday
on the 18th and concluding on Easter Sunday, you can receive these 7 supernatural blessings for you and your house. According to Exodus 23, God will assign an angel to you. He'll be an enemy to your enemies. He'll give you prosperity. He'll take sickness away from you. He will give you long life. He'll bring increase in inheritance, and he'll give a special year of blessing. You're not doing this to get something, but you're doing it in honor to God, realizing what you can receive.
For your special Passover offering of $1,000 or more as the Holy Spirit leads, you will also receive the beautiful 10-inch Waterford Crystal Cross. Don't miss your moment to release 7 supernatural blessings and provision into your life.
That's right, you heard it here first. God can take your sickness away, but only if you send $1,000 to Paula White Kane first. Paula will get God on the horn and ensure that you receive these 7 blessings, but it's going to require $1,000, which is chump change compared to what you'll receive for it. It's transactional, so donate $1,000 to Paula White and receive these 7 blessings to save your life and increase your life, and also get this specialty cross. I'm confident that the people that followed Paula and Trump, and when they talk about how he's like Jesus and saying no to Trump is like saying no to God, I'm very certain these individuals have never read the Bible at all. Probably have never opened the Bible, and they just bite on to their words and accept them as truth, and that Paula and Trump are infallible because they are chosen by God. But if you ever decide to actually read the Bible yourself, you're going to see a lot of what they are demonstrating is directly frowned upon in the Bible. Most notably, Matthew 21:12. This gets brought up a lot in regards to frauds like Paula. This is when Jesus enters the temple and drives out all those who were buying and selling there. He overturned the tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves. He declared to them, "It is written, my house will be called a house of prayer, but you are making it a den of robbers." And depending on the versions, it changes a little bit, but the message is always the same. Jesus throws out those who use his temple as a means of profiting off of others instead of a house of worship. That is exactly what Paula and many others in this administration explicitly do, blatantly. It is corrupt, it is completely unacceptable, and unfortunately is being normalized, and it shouldn't be. So I really wanted to yap about Paula here, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah, new video to watch. Nidos are the next Labubu. What are Nidos? I saw that there's like Nido hysteria going on right now, but I didn't know if it was like some kind of psyop or something, because I've never heard of this. What are they? Like, I saw people were like rushing into stores fighting each other to get some Nidos. I bought every viral rare Nido and cut them open. Are they just shapes? You're just buying shapes? Girl burned after Nido toy explodes in microwave. Nido craze is getting out of control. Oh, this is what I saw.
I just want one, ma'am. I just want one. Just give me one.
Needle restock today.
Only those with the number will be sold the needle.
Line is all the way to the back, all the way at the door.
Reselling them. Are you kidding me? We only have.
Holy Lord, this is all for Nidos? Wow, I guess they really are the new Labubu, huh?
2 cases of Nido.
Nido hunting chaos at Cracker Barrel.
Waiting here at 9 in the morning.
Cracker Barrel has Nidos?
I'm really so sorry to whatever kid decides that they want to get squishies today, because girl, I'm grabbing literally like all of them.
Why?
So
are they collectible? Like what makes you want to grab all of them? Let me see. Aren't you just buying like the same thing over and over? I guess maybe she could be like reselling potentially, but yeah, I'm looking at it. It's just shapes. Nido is made by the Shilling. There's no way that's how you say it. Shilling? That's the name of the company that makes Nidos. That's the only way to sell it. Shilling. That's crazy. Unless I'm on the crack pipe. Here, look. How else would you say this? I guess maybe Shiling? Shiling, potentially? Yeah, I guess it could be Shiling. That's pretty on the nose, though. Straight up calling the company Shilling. They're sort of like flubber fidget toys, squeezable and stretchy, and are coming in a variety of shapes. Flagship products, the Nice Cube. I don't really, but they don't really seem like a collectible thing. I don't really get it.
Oh, we're fighting in stores again. Not over food, not over necessities, over squishy toys. Yeah.
Bro, for real, sleeping on shapes. Me and the boys going to Shape Store later this week, hoping to pull a hexagon. You're so right. It's like an actual thing, though, now, it seems. Because that's what Nito's art actually is like. You go into the Shape Store. Holy fuck, they got the dodecahedron! Damn, ultra rare pull!
Yes, grown adults, parents, kids, all losing their minds over glorified stress balls. I've spent the last few days going down a rabbit hole of TikTok videos, and when I tell you it is absolute chaos, I mean it. I'm talking people clearing entire shelves, kids
where did this
they
come
can't
from?
Get one, and full-on arguments in the middle of stores.
I had never heard about Nitos until I saw people like climbing over themselves World War Z style to get their hands on Nitos. This can't be real. No, this has to be some kind of like mass psychosis event or something. You know what this actually is like? It's literally that AI video of the shapes, where they like go into like the fucking shape dimension. I got rhombus on my feet type shit. They've been all over YouTube Shorts for like a year. What? What? Don't you remember these from that toy convention video you did? Were they there? I didn't even register them. And that just goes to show you, like, during that, not a single person in chat was like, holy fuck, they got Nitos! This can't be real. That was only like a month ago. There's no way.
Full-on arguments in the middle of stores over Nitos.
Squish my Nitos with me. Super cool cat. Super fuzzball.
I remember these from the early 2000s. This is that kind of shit you'd get at an arcade when you didn't get enough tickets and didn't get the cool stuff and you had to settle for one of these. How are these, like, the sought-after toy now? Bro, taking the Tootsie Roll over that every time. That's fair.
Nice cube.
Oh, that's the flagship product right there.
So what I'm going to do is show you some of the most insane clips I found,
Oh my
and then we're going
God.
to talk about what is actually going on here, because it's deeper than just a toy trend.
Is it? This is an entire account dedicated to Nitos, I'm guessing. Nito plug? What? Hold on, I gotta look that up myself. Anyone recognize that riff right there? I'm not looking at chat right now, but I hope chat just went crazy when they heard that riff. If not, I'm real disappointed. Wow. This is a pretty big TikTok account, Nito plug. Oh, not really. Never mind. Just that one video is. They go around hunting Nitos. I accidentally just liked one, yikes. Tragic. They just posted 47 minutes ago on the prowl for more Nitos. Looks like they got a huge haul. Here's a giant box filled with the same Nito over and over and over again. They have to be a reseller. They have to be. If you catch my ass standing outside in a line outside a Cracker Barrel, I might be cooked. That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Oh, they only got 2 fucking boxes of Nitos? How are we supposed to survive? We're gonna starve!
Kiva, where are you?
Like, you can't be serious. And did you catch the sign on the
Due to high demand, we'll be limiting the purchase quantity to 4 units. For Nito and Squeezy. This is... We live in Poppy Playtime Society. Wow. Wow. Squeezy with 3 E's. And it's adults buying these, by the way. This is shit for adults, it seems. I wonder if Nito scalpers have already started fist fighting each other. That's a good question. I'm more so curious on this secondary market. I'm assuming it's for reselling. Why they're having giant hauls of like 1,000 Nitos here, and it's all the same one. Let me just see what like Nito eBay prices look like. New listing: Nito Nice Cube Super Solid Squish Purple. This is from a brand new account with 0 sales and 0 reviews. Might be someone we just watched in the video getting their hands on it. Just checked, they're all sold out on Amazon. Prices seem inflated on eBay. I see a new listing here from a pretty successful seller. The 12X Nito Gumdrop Assorted Colors Case of 12 with the display case viral for 280 clams. It only has one watcher. That has to be fake. There's no way someone's doing that. What's the MSRP on a Nito? Because on eBay it looks like it's between 14 to 25 bucks per shape. Buying it is an investment though. Yeah, I'm a big Nito investor actually. I guess that's less embarrassing than being an NFT guy though, to be fair. It seems so manufactured. No one would be excited for dog chew toys. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can understand, like, these being a popular fidget toy or something. That I get. But to be so popular and I guess so in demand that they fight each other at these, like, releases to get them. Adults, by the way. That makes no sense. Like, filling an entire shopping cart with Nitos, like the same ones over and over? I don't think so. I don't know, man. I don't really get it. It must have like a crazy secondary market that I'm just not seeing. Not even blind box, so it can't be gambling or rares. Exactly, like it doesn't even seem like it has that element of gotcha to it or anything. So it's not computing with me. This feels really planted. Nah, bro, just check the Nito subreddit. They got their asses lined up outside of Staples. There are some big Nito enthusiasts here, that's for sure. Man, I guess hats off to places like Staples and Cracker Barrel and whatever else is housing Nitos. They got people coming in the door like wild now, I guess. Smart strategy. That's probably where it all stemmed from. They're like, fuck, man, we accidentally bought 2 billion pallets worth of these goddamn stress balls. How are we ever going to offload this shit? Let's try and make it viral on TikTok. Bought a few of these 2 years ago for $5, and they all broke with ease. Not worth. Fuck is going on right now? I think the people buying them probably aren't buying them to, like, use them or enjoy them. It's probably, like, at this point, a Labubu status type thing. That'd be my guess.
I feel like that video was a skit. Either way, it's still an accurate 1 or 2 Nitos.
Wait, which one was a skit? Oh, this one. That was the one at the beginning.
You take a number when you arrive.
These viral squishies, and we're gonna see if we can score them at Cracker Barrel. And it's so packed.
Oh my god.
Everyone here is here for a Nito, number 110. And I heard that there's people that have been waiting here since 9 in the morning.
And they're about to bring out the first cart of Nitos. And
yeah!
Squishies are in there.
Woo!
And that's what it's looking like.
Why is no one going crazy?
All the moms are here, moms and dads. Some kids even missed school for this.
we should have about 100
Bullshit.
items.
I don't believe
just
that.
So you know, and just so everybody's on the same page, it is 1 per number.
Nito heaven. There they go. Nito heaven.
Whoa!
There goes another cart. It's full of Nitos.
I've never been so excited.
4 p.m. update. Finally, my turn.
Sorry, we're out of Nitos.
How much are these?
What the fuck is that? Is that a squeezy?
Do you guys don't have any more Nitos?
Confirms there is nitrogen monoxide Nitos left.
Bananas? This is what I got.
Oh, no. Came for a Nito, left with rubber banana. Not even a squeezy. Tough, man. Now everyone's gonna make fun of you. Came for the Nito drop and now you look like a fool. No Nito. Ew, is that even a shape? I know, man. It's kind of gross. Not even a squishy shape. Ugh. Ugh. Took a number 110 in line, and this is what you walk away with? What a waste of a day.
Gracias, igualmente. Okay, guys, I guess we didn't get a Nito, but we scored a banana. Not what we came for, but at least we got something.
What kind of mentality is that? What do you mean? Didn't get what we came for, so I got something instead just to get something. Why? They were out, why not just leave? Why waste the money? Well, I'm already here, I might as well consume. No choice. I'll buy this fucking banana I don't want. I know all the old people eating there confused as fuck, yeah. Damn, this new menu really revamped interest in Cracker Barrel, huh? Look at all these people lined up to eat here.
I have to mute the audio because it's that copyrighted song that says, I think I'm gonna die in this house.
What?
And then she has it slow mode on this guy who's clearing out whatever shelf this is. I think it was Nito's, because once she gets up there, she gets like some off-brand squishy and not an actual Nito. These are grown men, mind you.
True.
Slow mo.
True. This is the most he's jogged since high school. Fuck, I gotta get to those Nitos! I need to sell it on Whatnot. This is sad, man. This is very sad. How do you even sell these on Whatnot with no gotcha? Again, I have no clue. But that's the only explanation for why this fucking goober is out here clearing shelves of Nitos. What else is he gonna do? What else is he gonna do with it besides try and offload it for a profit? And also, that was that lady screaming,
Woman
right?
at the register of being actually her house.
That's her daughter! That is her daughter! Tell the manager that is her daughter! She said I can
Is this even about Nitos? This looks like a food place. This is a Five Below? Is it? Guess I don't know enough about Five Below. Cracker Barrel is a restaurant, so... Oh, good point, touche. That was a very strong point, yeah. When are we getting a Nito-shaped tier list? Sounds awful even as a joke. That sounds fucking terrible. I hate that idea. Part of me hopes this is real and Pokemon scalpers pivot to this. Oh, that'd be ideal. All these Pokemon scalping degenerates, they're like, holy shit, we gotta go to Nitos now, they're blowing up. I just slabbed the PSA 10 Rhombus. Selling for 10k. Serious offers only. They usually hop on whatever trend is next. They do, but typically that's in the card community, which is why those parasites have latched on to One Piece, which is a damn shame, but what can you do? But who knows, maybe they will latch on to Nitos. They didn't pivot to Labubu. Oh, good point, that's true. They did not fully pivot to Labubu. Yeah. Yeah. You need to start making cheeky soap blind boxes and make a killing. I don't know about that. Shocker, I'm not the biggest fan of the whole blind box shit. If you can believe that. I'm also not a fan of just like artificial scarcity for the sake of hype. Just got a call from the Stink Factory. They said you didn't come in today. Oh, what's that? You started using Cheeky soap from usecheeky.com? Nice, alright. I'll let them know you won't be going back. I'm assuming you saw the Paramount hack. You would be assuming wrong. So that's where the Avatar movie thing came from? I didn't know it was a Paramount hack. The Avatar leak was real? I'm pretty sure... Apparently they leaked the entire movie. I saw a couple clips and then stopped because it looked too legitimate and I don't want to spoil that. That sucks if they leaked the whole thing, man. That's really a shame because it looks like a lot of work went into it. And the animation looks great. Like the actual visuals looked really good. Voice acting, I wasn't super sold on. It seemed kind of stiff, but maybe it's like still early. I don't really know. But man, that must be awful. Just to have the entire thing leak, 5 months before the thing actually even comes out? Yeah, its real clips are getting copyright claimed and removed. Yeah, I knew it was too high quality to be fake. That really sucks, man. I hate when that kind of thing happens. Well, Paramount gets hacked like every few months. That's true. I guess that was just inevitable. Paramount does get blasted pretty often, it seems. Definitely seems like a work print version because the voice acting sounded like placeholder. That's what I was just saying. The voice acting sounded stiff. It could have just been like early takes or something, not properly mixed in. I saw something pretty cool today, like in like good news. So this got sent to me. It's Jerry Rig Everything's newest video. I haven't watched Jerry Rig Everything in a long time, so I had no idea this was even something he's doing, but he has a wheelchair company with his wife, who is in a wheelchair, and this video is going over how they're manufacturing wheelchairs at like a fraction of the cost. This was like a really cool thing to see. So I wanted to pull this up for like positive news.
About 5 years ago, we built...
This is one of those things that I'd love to... What it is he's been working on this company with his wife for a long time. They've now got like the factory seemingly like fully in like mass production swing. And he is able to produce wheelchairs for like 70% like it's a massive significant difference in price and significantly faster able to deliver them. He has like these really cool machines and shit. I don't know why the video is struggling to load. But I was watching this and I thought it was just a really cool thing to see. So I wanted to briefly talk about it. I thought it was fucking awesome, actually. Insurance company trying to block it. I don't know if you're making a joke or not. I wouldn't be surprised, because I mean, like, look at this. And he delivers it in like 5 to 6 weeks. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did try to like fight him in some way. Because I genuinely don't know why you would ever go somewhere else besides here for a wheelchair. You get it faster, you can customize it more, and it is significantly cheaper. Bending doodad. They are really expensive. Wheelchairs? Yeah. I didn't know that either, but looking at that, like, that is crazy. Compared to his, I mean, that is a huge difference. So, genuinely just seemed like a really cool thing. I don't know how many of you saw that earlier, but I thought that was something very sweet and wholesome. How can it even be so expensive? Are you talking about like the insurance wheelchairs or like the ones that are 12K here and stuff? I imagine it's the same. The reason they're so expensive is the same reason a lot of things in the medical industry are expensive, because they can be. They're able to just jack prices up and fuck around. I say both. This makes a lot of sense though, like his price, because you can see everything that goes into it. Like it seems very fairly priced. Like it doesn't seem like it's trying to hose anyone or anything. Granted, I don't know a whole lot about the industry there, but everything that was in this video, his price seemed to really make a lot of sense. It wasn't egregious, it wasn't crazy, and compared to all of the alternatives, it's a much, much, much better deal. Kinda reminds me of Cost Plus Drugs. Love that service, yeah. We saw the Korean Jesus video. They were doing an Easter show and the actor was supposed to fly in the air slightly, but the crane pulled him straight to heaven. Yeah, that was a banger. That was pretty cool, I saw that. He's staying in character too, it's very, very impressive. The Almighty. They got a little meme slapped on there. At some point he actually passed out because he was so high up. Oh, I didn't see that. It must have been terrifying. It really must have been, yeah. I couldn't imagine.
Initiating moisture.
The Boys is an Amazon show, brand new, and it's about superheroes, baby. And I'm totally fine with that. I know a lot of people like to pretend that they're above superhero movies. Oh, such juvenile enjoyment for simpletons. I would never sully my exquisite palate with superhero movies. Oh, disgusting. But then they still sneak out of the house late at night to go see the superhero movie to get their fix, scratching at their neck like a meth addict, because they're well-made movies and superhero movies are good fun. Unless they're DC movies, then most of the time they're super shitty and you'd have more fun doing anything else. But aside from that, superhero movies are just generally enjoyable, and this show tries to take it in a different direction, albeit it's still not even like an original spin on the superhero genre. It's, what if the superheroes were assholes? What if they weren't infallible good guys? It's a realistic look at what would happen if superheroes existed in our world. And while it's not original in attempting that, it's definitely the best at its execution. It's really, really well done. And definitely the most realistic look at what would happen. The superheroes are egotistical humans. They've been told their whole lives that they're gods and goddesses. It's highly marketed. They're backed by a mega corporation Vought. Every move they make is calculated. They're there to make money. They are celebrities, icons. And that's kind of it. They're big, corrupt assholes, though, behind the scenes. And then a group of boys get together after a traumatic event, and they all try and hunt and take down superheroes to expose them for what they really are, assholes. And also brutally murder them, just fucking fist them as hard as they can. And it's really just so well done. I enjoy it start to finish. At first I thought it was just going to be like a dark comedy with edginess here, you know, oh, here comes some one-liners, blood, gore for the sake of blood and gore, shock for the sake of shock. And there's even a scene with like a failed dolphin rescue that just really kind of screamed edgy for the sake of edgy. But as the show keeps developing, all of this really works in its favor, and there's so much more to it than just edginess for the sake of edginess. All of it contributes to the overall the plot, the themes. It's just really fucking well done. I found myself caring about the majority of the characters. They're really well written in my opinion. I do think some of the dialogue kind of falls flat, like the dark comedy attempts. Carl Urban plays Billy Butcher in this show, who's kind of the leader of the group of boys. Kind of the mastermind, the brains behind all of it, the scrotum to the penis, that is the boys. And I do have to say, I think some of his lines are just kind of shit. It's like some of the things he says, I'm gonna rip your hands off to shove them so far up your ass that you'll wave at me through your mouth. I think that kind of shit just screams like something he read on Tumblr. Not Carl Urban, obviously. I don't think he improv'd it, but the writers. It just looks like something he would have read on Tumblr for like an incel getting upset about getting killed in a video game. So it doesn't always hit its mark when it comes to like intimidating, badass dialogue, the kind of shit you'd expect a man who eats nails for breakfast and then chugs motor oil. It doesn't really always come across sound and solid, because sometimes you get kind of embarrassing lines like that. But I'd say about 8 times out of 10, you're always rooting for Carl Urban and waiting to hear the next intimidating line he drops to someone, and you love to see the way he handles business. A lot of it does boil down to just Carl Urban being great as Billy Butcher. He fucking kills it in this role. Probably my favorite role I've seen him in since Dredd. Speaking of which, we need a Dredd 2. Carl, if you're watching this, keep lobbying hard for Dredd 2. I'm right behind you, man. I'll be sniffing your farts till the end of time to get Dredd 2 out there. If you haven't seen Dredd, check that shit out. Great movie. But anyway, back to The Boys. I really just love everything about it. Visually, it looks great. For a TV show with 8 episodes, it's really well produced. I can tell they had a pretty decent budget for this, because they made this shit look really nice, in my opinion. The CG moments aren't corny like in a lot of shits. I was kind of expecting to be like CW shit, where the Flash spins his arms and you get like little Microsoft Word fucking particle effects springing off of his fists. But here, the superpowers work really well, except A-Train sometimes. I thought that got a little goofy, but that might just be super speed. I think making super speed work in a movie is super hard, and the only one that succeeds is X-Men with Quicksilver, and the way they succeed is by just making everything else stop, so then he just moves at a normal pace, and I think that's a really clever way of handling it. But the X-Men movies are not very good, the modern ones. That's the only thing they really do right. Here, it does everything right, in my opinion. occasional missing of the mark with dialogue and shit. Sometimes the decisions the characters make don't make sense, and especially towards the last couple of episodes, the decision making becomes really kind of fucking dumb. It suffers a little bit of anime syndrome in the last couple of episodes. What I mean by that is the anime cliche where a major character has a lot of information that they need to share with someone else or share with the group, and then for an inexplicable reason they decide not to, just for the sake of progressing the plot and keeping tensions high. You know, the classic, hey, Oni-san, why did you do this? What's going on? And then instead of saying why they did it and what's going on, they just turn their back and say, nothing. Nothing's going on. Even though if you just told them what was going on, things could have resolved right then and there. It's just, I don't like that. That's always frustrating to watch unfold, and you're always kind of rooting for the character to please just say the fucking information so everyone's on the same page and we can go from there instead of having to work backwards, like showing a math problem how you got to the conclusion. I just don't like that. It's just, I feel like it's a little silly. But it's not very frequent in the show. Overall, I just find it to be super enjoyable. It shows you some uncomfortable shit. It shows you some brutal shit. It does get pretty dark. There's not always a happy ending, and I really enjoy that. As far as, you know, the dark, gritty take on superheroes goes, that's not new or original, but this does it the best by far. I enjoyed The Boys start to finish. And I'd also like to say Homelander in this show is basically the Superman, and he's pretty much the evil Superman, kind of what Injustice did, but 50 times better. Homelander in this show is fucking outstanding. A truly great character. Love every scene that Homelander's in. He just controls it. He just fucking grabs it by the tits and twists. He is really a great character. So plugging this shit into the Moist Meter, I'm giving The Boys a fat 90%. I really recommend it. It's 8 episodes, just really good fun. It's not gonna be some thought-provoking piece, you know, going to bed in cold sweats like, man, that really spoke to my soul. But it's just so goddamn fun, and you really do root for the characters sometimes, and there's just a lot of fun shit it shows you with good fights, real bloody shit, doesn't shy away from dark themes. It's just, it does edginess well. I don't like using that word edginess, but it really does describe the show in a decent fashion. It's really just fucking good, though. I really enjoyed it. That's it. See ya.